Attacked. Stop.
All right, hello and welcome back
a roll
to
initiative.
ADHD&D. This thing that we do sometimes because why the hell not? Yeah. So last time, does anyone else want to give the recap? Let's see if you guys remember what happened.
I put a
I
hat on.
think I wrote what happened.
Oh man.
Oh great, this is why I give the recaps, right?
With your stupid shit.
You weren't even there. How would you know?
All I know is I got a makeover because that's how Luz is.
All right, so since apparently I'm the only one that remembers these things, when last we left off, you all had recently done your whole thing. You defeated a dragon, but that's all in the past. Let's talk about the recent past instead. You guys, having decided that you having about a month left before your contract to protect the nearby town of Leland kicks in, you decided to go spend some time in Neverwinter. And you did. You spent a few days getting to Neverwinter, and then the entire rest of the session was taken up entirely by the first day in Neverwinter because you guys had a lot to do, or at least a lot that you wanted to do. So we'll go in a bit of an order. The first thing you guys did was try and get some new items and things, some enchantments from a local place that Harmon recommended, having been the only one that really has been here and knows the town. You guys went to an artificer, put in a few orders. After that, you headed to a clothes store where, well, there was some fun stuff happened for a certain few of you. Luz got a makeover. Several of you got new outfits.
I'm a Barbie girl now.
Yep. And Luz is now a Barbie girl. My god, my screen is acting up. Okay. After that, you all...
Who just left?
Allie.
Yeah.
After that, you all then, well, you all decided that it was a good idea to split the party. Because, as we learned, nothing bad ever happens when you split the party. As Ryan was very much insistent on making sure we all know.
Stop.
However, shockingly, something did go wrong. But not for Julie. Julie and Harmon decided to go to the local library to look into certain things for themselves. Found some interesting information that might be relevant later on. Some stuff to further their investigations, whatnot. That was the other thing that Ryan wanted to make sure we all knew, is that a big city means more people will recognize you. Which brings us to what happened to Xander and Kami. Well, on your way to, I believe it was a bookstore you guys were headed to, you ended up being intercepted. Well, you were followed for a bit, and then intercepted by someone else in an alleyway. You reluctantly followed this person to their destination, where you met up with an old ally. Barnor was there, where you and he filled you in on some of the details of what had been happening to the Omen Isles. Not good. It's kind of a good summary, I think. Not good. Bad stuff happening. Yeah. So you...
Hitler.
Yep.
Did you say Hitler?
Yeah, Kami's brother. They said Hitler.
Oh.
Wee bit, yeah.
Okay.
Persecuting any non-human race, creating, putting them all in jails and prisons and stuff. So, some real not great stuff going on at home. You were also informed that you are likely to be followed, or at least known about here, with the wanted posters that your brother has started sending out. So they gave you a hat of disguise, which the attunement process for which was interesting. As you all learned that I have some fun custom rules for specific ones. Beans, apparently. After which you all kind of got a bit tired for the day, decided to go to a place Harmon recommended for sleeping, getting some housing accommodations ready, had a lot of insight rolls on the guy at the front desk. And then you all decided to go to your individual rooms and rest for the night. Did I miss anything?
I successfully attuned to the hat.
That is correct, yes. I did forget that. At the end of the night, you did try once again to attune to the hat and succeeded this time.
Thomas is also gone.
Yes, that was a while ago, but yeah, that did happen. So, with that, we'll bring it once again into tonight's session of ADHD&D. You all kind of go about your nights as you normally would, because you guys called it a night, like, in the afternoon, so, you know. You all go about your evenings, get some rest, and, you know, it's probably one of the better sleeps you've had in a while, because this place is very fancy. With most of you sleeping on queen-size beds and I think 2 of you on kings. So, you know, comfy accommodations. You all get a very good night's rest, waking up the next morning with menus in your rooms for the complimentary breakfasts every morning. What would you guys like to do?
I'm working out in my room.
Alright.
What are the contents on
I
this
read the
menu?
menu.
I was about to ask the same thing, yeah.
It seems mostly like just some fancy breakfast options. I don't actually have one prepared, unfortunately, but just like, you know, eggs however you want them, but like, it goes into detail about how fancy the eggs are and whatnot, so, you know.
The lineage of
Upscale
the
breakfast.
chickens.
Yeah, the lineage of how, like, these are homegrown and whatnot, you know, all the good stuff that you see on all the labels to get you to buy it, you know.
Homegrown chicken.
Inverted eggs.
But, so, yeah.
Do they have donuts?
There is a desserts part of the breakfast menu.
Say, Harmond and Xander. As I now look so very different, it might not be too helpful to refer to me as Kami anymore, since, well, that name
Who are
is
you?
potentially very dangerous.
Who are you?
Well, I mean, you can see I'm very elven looking.
Yes, you are.
Very, very elven looking. In fact, well, actually, now that you mention it, like, I'm taller, yes, but I think this feels wrong. I would like to recast this guy's self to once again be shorter than Xander, but only by an inch.
Okay. So you just, as you guys are having this conversation, you just see Kami, or who is probably Kami, just shrink a little.
Yeah, the only thing that gives me the indication that it's Kami is that they said that they're Kami, which
you did
I
see
believe-
the transformation happen.
okay. So he briefly untransforms. Is that what you're saying?
He attuned to the hat last night in your group room, because it's you, Harmond. No, you are Harmond. Harmond, Xander, and Kami are in one room, and Julie and Luz are in another room.
Okay.
So yeah,
And-
Kami attuned to the item within the room and then did the transformation there.
They didn't
Morgan?
trust me. Oh, sorry.
How tall is Xander again?
6'2", I believe.
Okay, so Kami is now 6'1" in the disguise.
Okay. Still tall, but not nearly as tall.
And model is in the arts and characters if you need a reference for that.
Ooh, I should probably put it. Do I have a picture in the arts and characters? I don't know. James has seen the Xander's new look.
Oh no.
And it's not there. You haven't seen his new look yet. Let me just get a picture of that.
But yes, I need a cover identity, at least a name, you know.
John Jacob.
John Jacob.
Yeah, that sounds like an elvish name.
You gotta add a
It's-
son
it's
on the
not-
John Jacobson.
It's John spelled the French way. Jean.
Jean Jacob. Jacob.
At that point, you might as well be Jean Valjean. Oh, I have to make a copy.
How about
If it's Valjean, would you be asking yourself, who are you?
Who are you?
Would you maybe
Well-
asking the question to yourself? Would you say, "Who am I?"
let's see. How about Jean Jacobien?
John
Just-
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That could also work. Just
His name is
something.
my name too.
No. I definitely should sound elvish, at least. Let's see. Any suggestions from the two of you?
Xander, you hear a voice kind of in the back of your head. Yo, man, you know it's a great name? Ray. Ramondo, there's an elvish one.
What?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Is what? I do need a different name. It would be very bad
Oh,
if
that
I still went by Kami, I think.
Lego More.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Legomor? Legomor sounds pretty good. Would there be a last name? I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I
could-
have all these fancy clothes, I probably should have a last name.
What about Blondie?
So Lego.
Sorry, I'm like focused on like it's taking all my brain power to fix it real quick. Just trying to get a
Let's see.
screenshot.
Legomor. How about this? Legomor.
Lego More Brown Stick.
Blondicus.
Ooh, Legomor Brown Stick. That flows just off the tongue. You know what? Legomor Brown Stick. That's, I think, the name. Goes with McCain. All right,
Lego
there we go.
Brown stick. An interesting
So.
choice.
From now on, I'm Legomor. I guess we should tell the other two as well.
Hey Z, you think his nickname is Lego?
Now try like respond to him in my head just by thinking.
Okay.
Just like maybe I'll try that later. I don't know.
Cool.
Xander.
Yeah.
Xander? So you know how you're getting your equipment, enchantments, moved, would that artificer be able to change an enchantment by chance?
I mean, probably. I don't know that I'm getting the enchantment moved though, since it's probably harder and more expensive to do that with the
Right.
shift weave.
Right. Because I've got my cane and all, and I mean, well, it's nice and all, but it's more of a forceful weapon rather than a nimble sort of weapon, and I've been much better with the more nimble weapons throughout my life, so it might help to. Plus, it might help to have a secondary weapon that isn't the dragon tooth.
Yeah, we can ask later when tomorrow next couple days when we go back.
Yes, for sure. We also, I mean, I spent a good bit of money yesterday. We may also want to find something to do in the meantime. Get some money somewhere. Well,
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
either of you hungry for breakfast? Because I think I'm going to order some fine Valerian eggs. Scrambled, of course. Valorian eggs. Right, slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. It's been so long since I've had something from home. It'd be nice.
Okay.
At this point, I
Would
come
either
down
of
to.
you want anything?
Sorry. Julie, what was that?
At this point, I come down to.
They're in their room at this point. They have not left yet.
You're still
Well,
stuck.
I go down.
Okay, you go down to kind of
Or-
the main lobby area.
I heard there's
we have
complimentary
to-
breakfast. I'm getting that.
Do we have to
it was
order
in your room.
downstairs?
The menu was in your room.
Oh,
I mean,
I stand
if
around.
you want,
awkwardly.
we can just say that Luz took both of the menus and
That
didn't
does
tell
sound
you
very
why you were working out.
Loot goblin. Loot gnome.
Like, not even necessarily on purpose. He was just like, oh, if there's a complimentary breakfast and there's a menu, I want to make sure these aren't different and that I don't miss
Yeah, like
anything.
one's the meal menu, one's the wine menu.
So we
Or
can
Julie.
say that if you want. I just have both
Yeah,
the menu.
sure. So Julie
I'm a
walks
man of
downstairs trying to
taste.
find where to get breakfast.
I'm a man of simple taste. I'll have the most protein heavy dish and also a cup of tea.
Does it list protein quantities within the menu?
No.
You
Yes,
probably
yes, of
guess.
course, Hammond.
You could go for something like the desserts for breakfast versus eggs and bacon and whatever.
I always knew.
Eggs, bacon, and whatever.
I'll order you a good crumpet with coffee on the side.
Crumpet.
Yeah, no protein.
Crumpet.
What is that not what you want? I'm sorry.
What's a
You know what? You can order your food. That might help.
I anticipate on doing that myself anyway.
Right. Never mind then.
Do,
I'm
do
gonna
they,
go order my
do they
food.
have any?
What's
Do they
in
have any pancakes?
Does list them.
Apparently.
Get some of those.
Okay.
I think Luz is gonna get pancakes too, because I think at this point that's like the only thing he's eaten since however long the campaign's been going on.
Just
And
pancakes
probably-
every meal.
Yeah, well, I mean, he probably isn't used to too many other tastes at the moment. I don't think he was eating much before the campaign began.
Fair.
So how do we order this food, anyways?
There's like a little order slip at the end of the menu, like that you can
Oh,
pull out.
thank God. I was gonna say if it was magical, Luz was just not gonna eat.
Like it has your you check an item that you want, you list how many, and you just check in each item and then put your room number at the very bottom.
All right. Well, okay. Eggs of the Valorian variety, scrambled. And that actually probably will be it. Oh, and I get some water, I suppose.
There's a tap in your room.
That will not suffice,
Yes.
Mr. God.
Sorry, just making sure you know.
Is there a drink section on the menu?
Yeah. It's got like all the morning, the breakfasty kind of drinks.
Is there chocolate milk
It's
on there?
fine.
I heard two very different things. Xander, can you repeat first?
Is there any chocolate milk on it?
It lists milk from a chocolate cow.
That does not sound like something that should exist.
I mean, there's only one way to find out if it tastes like what it might.
Take a bite out of the cow.
Oh no!
Not what I was thinking,
think
but
it's
also a valid strategy.
Water.
Harmon, what were you saying a minute ago?
For instance, breakfast wines.
It does not list wines on here, but like you can probably request it if you want.
Nah, I'd have my tea.
Alright.
Probably gonna need it if you have to deal with flues.
The tea or the wine?
Well, thank you.
Wine.
Alright, so you all
Well, thank
order
you.
your
I was quite nice last session. Thank you.
you all order your breakfasts except for one of you that didn't get a menu, who was just awkwardly standing around, I guess.
I mean,
I'm
if you ask
sponging on a
Lewis, he'll
ration
tell
bar.
you. Otherwise, he's not gonna.
Just munching on some rations.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of standing around looking for anyone who's eating.
You see a few people kind of like sitting around in chairs, like with a little cup of tea and a biscuit. Some might even call it a crumpet.
Pardon me, where did you get those crumpets?
Well, from the breakfast menu, of course.
Where can I find that?
It should have been in your room this morning.
Thank you for the information.
Of course.
I go back to the room.
Have a fine day, miss.
You too.
You just see Luz like finishing up like his order just with 2 menus in his hand.
Well, yeah, you gotta have the
Oh,
order
hello.
slip open and the other menu open to look at the menu itself.
Yeah.
So what's on this menu? And then I just order whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hand Julie the menu when I'll be like, oh, here you go.
All right.
You can look at it yourself.
Thank you.
Alright, you all order your breakfast. Within about 5 to 10 minutes is all brought up to your rooms. It's really good food. Like, better than you've had in a while. Which
Yes, that
isn't
call.
saying much because, I mean, you've
Especially
been eating
for
out of
Luz.
a tavern and rations, but it's really good food.
In that case, it's probably the first good food Luz has had in like decades.
No.
Hey, he did that to himself. Can't feel sorry for him.
Says you. You can, and I do feel sorry for him. Thank you very much.
Xander, did you end up ordering the milk from a chocolate cow?
No, he just got
Okay.
water because he was scared of trying new things.
I, as a player, am curious, so I will.
You'll order it?
Yeah.
Going AFK to go grab my money barrel.
Good. Okay.
If he didn't just go AFK, I would have so many questions. But
I think he might be part of some kind of illegal business, so I don't think we should.
Money laundering, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Money
just left.
barreling.
Speaking of laundry,
no, what? Hey, what? Well, I guess
Come
we'll take a
on,
quick
guys.
break
I need
here.
my Xander.
I guess we'll take a quick break here because everyone's leaving. Sure.
That was 20 minutes.
And we're back.
I heard Ani though.
Alright, so you all get your breakfasts, put in your orders, actually get the breakfasts, and enjoy a good meal. I leave what happens today up to you guys. What would you like to do? Because I know at
Bookstore.
least one of you guys didn't get to do what you had planned on doing.
Bookstore.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Anything but
Bookstore.
Makeover Part 2.
Alright, so I'm hearing
Yes,
Bookstore and Makeover Part 2.
No!
Yeah, let's head over
pretty
to the
enough.
bookstore, Xander. I owe you.
Did we ever tell anybody that we'd make it to the bookstore?
No.
No, you never mentioned anything about that because there was a lot of
We did-
things that were, you know,
More pressing.
and I don't think you mentioned any of those either.
No.
You kind of
No,
just
it didn't
never
come
mentioned
up.
anything about your trip.
Nope.
To the bookstore.
Here, it might help though. Let's see the other two, see how they're doing first, and then we can head to the bookstore. Because, well, I think our party should get to know Lego more.
I think it's
Yeah.
probably best that we tell Luz about your disguise and then just leave and give him some time to cool off a little.
That's
So I'm not
the
going to
I
the
perfect.
bookstore with y'all.
That's the perfect plan. I agree. So, let's go
Can't wait
bother
for
them.
Lego to get shot.
Oh, it's been a fun run with Lego. All right, I'm leaving the room now.
he's going to Mega Blocks now.
I'm trying to decide how interesting I want to be.
I'm Mega Blocus. You can call me Mega Block.
Oh, he's back.
I'd like to knock on the two others' room door. Hello.
Oh, 2. Okay. Hi. I'm like eating a pan because I have like syrup all over my face. I'm not
Yeah.
very
Uh,
neat and tidy.
I would like to speak with you too. It is Kami, but you might want to open the door. I promise it's Kami. Xander, I assume will. Did Xander follow me out? Did
I'm
Xander
right
or
behind
Harmon
you.
follow me out? Okay. Well, I was Xander.
I did. Xander's right behind you.
It's a good place to be.
Maybe a little too close.
if the bullet goes through Kami, it'll hit Xander. 2 for 1
I mean-
special.
Considering how little damage my gun does, I don't think it's that powerful.
The gun still. All right. Yes. Can you open the door now?
I guess.
That's it.
Insight check.
By all
At
means,
your leisure,
roll
I
me an insight
suppose.
check.
You
Natural
know how
3.
well we are at those.
That's not Kami's voice.
Oh, that's probably room service. Opens the door.
That's
Hi.
definitely not Kami in front of you.
Yes, so I have some explaining to do. Luz, could you also come look?
I do.
Looks like he's looking for you, Luz.
I step up. I of course have Sweet Baby Boom on my person as I do it all the
Of
time.
course. I just want to point out, Kami, what is your actual height compared to your disguised height?
5'11", so I'm 2 inches taller.
Okay. So for people to make eye contact for you, you're kind of looking like a little, like at your hairline a bit.
I am.
Oh
Yeah,
Straight
you
in
don't
my neck.
grow. It's just a disguise. So
Yeah,
2 inches
yeah.
taller, they're looking not at your eyes, and that's weird for you to adjust to.
Xander
Yeah,
doesn't look at people's eyes anyway, so
For Luz too, he's just like fully like straining his neck.
Just
Hold
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
I see.
Xander
Tooth
would have followed
from-
Kami in though.
Tooth from Dragon. It is me. I shouldn't do that. But this is my dagger, of course. I technically have the ring. I mean, it's more identifiable with the dagger, is it?
I boop him in the cheek.
your finger faces. Well, hold on. Let's test this. So 2 inches. Yeah,
Do I poke him in the eye?
I'm trying to figure out like cheek. You're going for the cheek?
Yeah, just like the cheek right here.
So if I grew 2 inches, that means it
You're
would
not
be toward my.
growing, though.
Oh wait. If I
It's
okay,
just
if I
a
were
disguise, so it's illusionary.
so if then I shrink. So shrink
your
would
physical-
be I.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the math lines up. I think, yeah, you would poke him in the eye. So you go to poke him in the cheek.
Not like hard, just like a
No, I
boop.
know. Can you quickly roll me an attack out of curiosity?
Natural 19.
You go to boop him in the cheek. Like,
Whoa, hold on.
softly, not aggressively.
No. Hold on. I would like to use one of my feats, defensive duelist, to make my
You
AC
would have to
21.
be- You would have to be using a blade for that. Unless you want to try and cut Julie away with your sword.
You know what? You make a good point.
These
So, you go to, like, poke him in the cheek. The cheek? And, like, you get right in the eye.
My God.
And you see him, like, as you go to poke
You
his
good?
cheek, he just...
also for the record, just been there the whole time that Kami's trying to explain who he is and just not said a word.
Yep.
Like he's having trouble explaining it. I can.
I'm assuming what I noticed like the reaction to.
Yeah, he's right in front of you. Wasn't exactly subtle. Then got
You
poked in the
good?
eye.
I'm gonna.
So I am taller now, but I'm not taller. That was my eye.
My hand over my water skin.
Thank you.
Wait, what does it look like when he drinks? Does it look like he's actually drinking something, or does it like?
It does look like he's actually...
He's got a drinking problem. Wait, no, it would be he's aiming lower than it actually
Yeah.
is, so he's just
No,
like
it does
right into the
look-
chin.
The illusion mirrors your physical actions.
Oh, okay, that makes
So,
sense.
like, if he uses a sword, it's not like the sword is just floating a little lower. Because then he couldn't hold anything with an illusion, and it's kind of useless.
So seeing all this, I am going to raise my sweet baby, but I'm not gonna shoot yet. I'm gonna stare at Xander and go, boy, what's going on here?
I'm gonna get in front of Xander.
I'm not pointing it at Xander. I'm pointing it at you, to be clear.
Yeah. You're the one being...
I thought you just said you're pointing it at Xander.
No, he's
No,
pointing
no.
it at Xander,
I'm
looking
staring-
at
He's gonna
pointing
look
it
at
you,
Xander.
looking at Xander.
Yeah, I'm pointing at you, looking at Xander.
Yeah.
This
Because
was
I'm
not Xander.
gonna-
I don't really need to aim.
Question,
gonna
where are
pull
you
Kami
aiming on
behind
the
me.
individual in front of you?
I'm not like hoisting it super high, so it's kind of like gut, I guess.
Okay, because I was going to say, if you're aiming for the head, I want to just see it fly through.
That'll be fun.
Seeing Xander try to move in front of me, I would like to move in front of Xander and stick my shield out to block Xander from getting in front of me.
If you...
Xander did not do this,
I
alright?
didn't say he did. I'm not confident that you are who you say you are. That's Xander. If
Would you like
Xander
some?
can explain to me what's going on, then everyone will leave here unshot, and I will apologize deeply.
Would
I
you
think it's
like?
just a simple illusion.
It's just an illusion.
It's a magic bullshit, and I need an explanation.
I touch the clip on my hair and my hair
Excellent.
shrinks.
Liz,
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I'm just still like glaring at Xander. Not glaring, just staring. I'm not angry at Xander. I'm just apprehensive.
For once.
I mean, I don't know what you want me. It is Kami. Yeah.
And I just, if I were to take the hat off, could I reapply the illusion really quickly once I put it back
I
on?
mean, you can just drop the disguise and then. pull it
That
back
may
up at
not
any
be
point.
the wisest option, but okay.
I mean, okay. Is there anyone around right
Actively
now?
do magic in front of Luz.
No, no one's in the hallway right now.
I'm just gonna.
You've done magic in front of Luz a lot. You know, if he's
Luz
gonna
has
shoot
almost shot me
me
a lot.
for this,
several times.
Luz has almost shot me a lot, though.
I'm gonna ask Xander. So this is Kami.
Yes. If you shoot him, I will not be okay with that.
Understood. I'm gonna look at Kami. I'm gonna go. Why?
because the name and face of Kami is putting our group at risk. It's putting your life at risk. And until we can make that face and name a little less risky to have around, this is how I'm going to look. Not Kami, but Legomer. I am Legomer now.
I slowly nod my head a couple times. I lower Sweet Baby Boom. I extend a hand, and I go, understood.
Perfect. Now my internet's cut out, so could you repeat that?
I said I nod a few times. I lower my gun. I extend a hand up to you, and I go, understood.
Hello?
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
he's dying.
Wait, am I not
No,
audible?
you're good. I think he's
No,
having
good.
connection issues.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Can
Wait,
you
can
hear
you-
me now?
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Who can you hear?
I'm good now, I think.
Okay.
Discord
Okay,
says
can-
I'm good.
Can you hear me?
Now,
Can you hear
could
me?
you? Yeah, it was all a me
Okay.
connection issue. Could you repeat everything you said before you
Yeah.
got to the extend the arm thing?
Third time's the charm.
So I nod my head a couple times slowly. I lower my gun. I extend a hand to you, and I just go, understood.
It cut out again. I saw his photo just
God damn.
freeze.
I'll just text it real quick.
Yeah. You good, Jason?
He literally started and it cut out
I know. I
again.
saw your photo just freeze, and I just thought, oh, confound it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It knows when lore is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, Discord really does know when important things are happening. Like how it likes to cut out for me every time I'm trying to do something cool or important.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Luz. So yes.
Question: Are you gonna reciprocate the handshake, or are you just gonna leave loose?
Oh, of course.
Just leave the
Just leave Luz hanging.
I of course reciprocate.
Xander
the-
wouldn't take the hand.
I'm not Xander. I'm Legomer.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Legomir. Legomir? Legomir?
Legomer.
Man.
Legomir. Okay.
You know how? I guess
Are we?
I don't know if I have a
Like Lego murder.
Lego
Can I
mer
do an
like
insight
elves
check on
mer.
Luz?
Okay,
Yeah,
what?
go
What?
ahead and roll insight on Luz. What are you
It's just
inciting
weird that
for?
he's so accepting of the magic. I'm kind of scared.
What are you inciting for?
Because he's surprisingly accepting of the magic. So I'm just trying to see if it's if he's actually that accepting of it, or if he's like planning something else, or possibly not
you're
lose
checking
for real.
if- Okay, you're seeing if there's any.
I'm checking
mischievous
to make sure
intent
it's
or
the real
anything.
Luz, that he's genuine
Okay.
and not just planning murder. Let's see, insight.
Murder.
Lose. No.
That's gonna be a 19 on that insight.
Luz, what are you kind of thinking right now?
Okay, so quick player question. Does Luz know why Kami's wanted? I feel like I remember that being a thing, because I think I remember.
believe it was mentioned in the friendship circle.
Yeah, because I think I remember it being like, I'm down to overthrow a government.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it has been mentioned then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not. It's not that I'm cool with the magic. I understand his reasoning and the fact that he's doing it not just to be like sneaky and further his own ends, but because he knows that his identity is going to be a danger to those around him. I can kind of like respect that.
Does Luz believe that Xander's using magic to further his own ends?
Probably to an extent.
Because Xander has never used his magic outside of combat.
He probably just hasn't thought about it, because until recently, Luz would not have taken the time to go through the thought process of why is this person using magic, and do I agree with that reasoning?
It's because he's warming up to Xander, and now he's kind of a little more okay with magic.
He's just not been having a good time, as has been established. He's in a lot of inner turmoil right now, so he's very pensive. He's actually taking the time to think about things.
Are we sure this is the real Luz?
Yeah, he's kind of reconnecting with that like military side of him that actually does like think about shit.
He's reconnecting with his brain.
Yeah, exactly. It's been hard only for so long.
Well, we're having a lovely conversation, but I owe Xander for yesterday because we didn't go to the bookstore like we wanted to. So Xander and I are going to head out. If you'd like to join us, that's great. But we're heading out now.
Split
Goodbye.
the party.
just-
Split the party.
Well, okay, because I saw Icy earlier had something about the library on the text, right? Are you planning on going back to the library, Icy?
Sure.
Okay, I'll turn to Julie real quick and be like,
Split the party.
what's your plans?
Probably just go back to the library and read.
Library sounds interesting. I'll stick with Julie. Best not to go alone.
Xander, what's Hammond?
I'm right here.
Oh,
Shadows.
cool.
Natural 20 on that
Perfect.
stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Very rogue.
I'm assuming.
Why can't we just go to one then the other? We got a whole
Just
day.
Julie's.
We got
We're
a
probably
whole-
both gonna want to be there for a while.
We
Yeah.
got a whole day to kill.
Actually, you have about 9 more nights, so probably 10 days ish. At least
Yeah, we
with
can go to
room and
one
board.
day.
Sure. I mean, if everyone wants to go to the library, or I'm fine going to the bookstore.
I really do owe Xander, so I know for a fact that I'm going to the bookstore.
I
No?
don't mind going to the library too.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
I just want to go to the
Are
bookstore at least once.
they going to the same bookstore that I went to previously?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah. Wait, no. If it's the one I'm thinking, do you mean during your the one shot we did with you, or the other one?
I don't remember. Been
I
too
just
long.
realized I don't have music on, but also,
Nobody else noticed either.
yeah. Jump into Whisper real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you mean the bookstore from your one shot, or the one from your backstory?
One shot.
Okay, just had to check. I didn't know which one you were referring to. Cool.
Okay.
I believe it is the same one. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Jump back into session. Or already done. Okay.
Hey, I went ahead and got watched where they started. If you want to join.
What? Ah, music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret this. Oh, that is. Okay, that's
No.
copyrighted. Nope.
Actually, me.
All right, music is on. So, cool. No more copyrighted stuff,
Eh.
guys.
Gotta get the clapper.
All right. So, what is your plan, guys? Splitting the party?
No, we're going all together.
I guess
Stop
so.
suggesting that.
I'm going
We got-
wherever Julie is, so.
All right. So, if you're not splitting the party, where are you going?
We were gonna go to Xander's thing because she was already a day behind wanting to go there.
Well, Xander's not going to have an opinion other than just whatever everybody else wants. I don't really care. He does care, but he's not going to say that.
So,
So
Are
I guess
you-
we're going to the bookstore.
Bookstore.
bookstore. Okay.
Bookstore.
I mean, the bookstore.
Oh, actually, Harmon, I just remembered. I think the place you were thinking of is a general store, which is not the
I
same
went to
place.
multiple stores that went to
Yeah,
multiple
I know,
stores.
and I don't remember you actually going to a bookstore, but
Okay.
yeah, I think you're thinking of the bookstore, or not the bookstore, the general store.
I
General
bought
store?
journals somewhere, so
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So.
Well,
you
let's
all-
be off then.
You all head in the direction of the bookstore. As
Xander
a
has his
party?
hat on.
Okay. I
Yes.
assume you're all in. Well, the few of you that have disguises are in your disguises.
Yes.
yes.
The-
Alright. As you all kind of walk out, you just see the front desk lizard folk, Sisk, kind of smiling. As
I'd
you
like to
all-
insight check him. That's a fake smile.
Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh wow, he's performing a customer service job.
That's a nat
What
one.
insight check?
It's the most real smile you've ever seen. As we established,
never
he's
seen-
just creepy.
I've never seen such sincerity. I should hire him later.
All right then.
Alright, you all head out and head towards the bookstore.
His name is Sisk.
You know what I just realized I don't have out? My dice. That would be helpful.
I would like-
Roll it now.
I would like to keep an eye out for people following us
What? Why would you do that?
because we were followed yesterday. I don't want a repeat of that.
Also,
I
quick
mean, I
reminder:
can't be surprised.
no one commented when Luz came out of the makeover session without his scarf, right?
Correct.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think this
Doing that.
morning is gonna be when Luz finally realizes he doesn't have it. So he's just gonna be like scratching at his neck the whole time, like super uncomfortable.
Like like Shigaraki.
Sure. Oh yeah, yes.
Man needs some lotion.
My sister's watching My
just
Hero right now.
gonna-
She just finished the Camino Ward battle.
Just gonna, as a side note, I am gonna be lagging behind the group by about 30 seconds, just because I'm gonna be not quite telling them, but I'm gonna be looking for people telling. That makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, and the
Him and
cloak
Xander will
is
keep
like
an eye out for followers.
All right. For those of you keeping an eye out, please roll me perception while I go grab my dice.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, I have advantage on that.
So do
I
I.
got two. I got two. They're both the same. I got 2 11s. It's gonna be 15 though. That advantage is totally useless.
Also, I do have plans when we do get to the library.
We're
Remember
going
last
to the
time-
bookstore first.
I know. That's why I said when we do. Because I'm assuming we will do that eventually, whether it's this session or next. Because remember last time when I was like, oh, would Julie ever, like, if prompted enough, like, look for something about
Don't
the
step
war
on that!
Luz is in? Luz is gonna prompt.
Sit down or go away.
I'm sitting down.
Stop
If you
eating
want, I
the
can also
cord.
go.
I will.
All right,
I will
I'll go
throw you
away.
across the
Do
room.
laundry.
I'm
Why not?
hungry, Morgan.
Wait.
Now that it's finally installed, I rolled a net 20.
Of course you did.
Ooh,
Alright.
cat.
So,
Oh.
what was everyone's
He's
roll?
walking away. 14.
14,
15.
15. Kami, did you roll? And I know what you.
Since I didn't decide before everyone else did, I'm gonna say no. I'm not looking around.
Really? Not
First-
even after what happened yesterday?
I'm disguised. Like, our group's fine. No worries, no issues.
Okay.
Kami's no
Xander's
more.
still
It's like a
here.
mer. Thank you.
The only disguise Xander has is
You're covering the white parts, except the eye.
maybe an eye patch.
Alright. So,
His depth perception is crap anyway. It isn't like he needs both eyes.
alright, so 14, 15, and 20. Those were the rolls, yes? Just to make sure.
Yes.
Alright. You guys, as you head to the bookstore, kind of keeping an eye out, one of you kind of trailing behind to make sure you aren't followed. At one point, Harmon, you do notice, like, a black cloaked individual kind of jumping between shadows in the general area of you guys, but doesn't seem to be, directly following you. Not much.
Is he moving fast enough for me to, talk to him, or is he on his way somewhere?
He seems to be kind of, as you guys walk past, kind of not heading any particular direction, just kind of,
Into the shadows.
yeah, blending in with the shadows, hiding in the general area. Occasionally he'll bump into someone.
I'm gonna decide not to pursue him, but I'm gonna commit his what I saw of him to memory, like what his face looked like when.
You couldn't really make out the face.
Okay. Well, his silhouette, whatever.
Okay. You kind of commit what you can to memory. And you all head to the bookstore. You guys arrive at the Bound Tome. It looks kind of like an old, not so much an older built building, but like built in an older style. Like, windows throughout the entire first floor, like big windows, with double door entrances on kind of a corner. A second floor with fewer windows, obviously. As you enter, there are just like rows and rows of bookshelves with kind of a central little circle area, like in the middle of the building, to kind of like, with a few chairs and things, potentially read a book or whatever. But also just kind of a space to stand.
That is just gonna take a moment to take in just all the knowledge in front of him.
I assume there's a clerk of some sort here.
Not that you see currently. There's kind of a desk off to the side, somewhere that seems like, you know, where you would buy books, and there's a little bell on it, but there isn't a clerk at it right now.
I walk over to tap the bell.
Right. You go over, kind of ring the bell. Oh, yes, I shall be down in a moment. One moment, please. You hear a voice say from upstairs. A few seconds later, an elvish man kind of walks downstairs with a book in hand, kind of flipping through pages. Yes. Oh, hello there. Hi. How may I help?
Hello. Perchance, do you have a book about mythology?
Well, you'll have to be a bit more specific than just mythology.
The more old and arcane it is, the better.
You'll have to be a bit more specific than just mythology. There's many mythologies and religions in the world. You'll have to be a bit more specific. But yes, we have many mythology texts.
Any that are heavily tied to elements.
Elemental mythology?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you mean mythology as in pantheons and gods, or more mythology as in the realms and planes?
Sorry, what?
Do you mean more mythology of the gods and their pantheons, or more of the realms and the planes?
Everything above.
Well, yes, we do have books on those, but I'll need it to be a bit more specific to find a book.
I'm looking for something more akin to curses of sorts, I guess. Related to elemental. I don't know how to explain.
Curses. Let me think. Well, we have spell books that have curses in them, if that's what you're looking for.
I'll just take a regular book on mythology at this point. I can get tired of the
You need to be a
conversation.
bit more specific than just mythology. That encompasses a large variety of things.
Common mythology, as in the most practiced religion.
Well, that depends on what race you're speaking of. You could. I mean, are you looking for Orcish religion, Elvish religion? Do you see what I mean? There's many pantheon. Different lands have different pantheons. There is no one universal religion. The closest would be the Faerunian pantheon.
That will do.
I'm sure we have a book on that. I'll have to find it though. Anyone else?
DM, what was the name of the book that I was getting copied?
Shoot. I don't think
I don't know if you actually gave it to me. You just said this book references that book.
Yeah, I don't remember if I actually gave a name. Compilation of Adventurers Past.
I'll ask the clerk. Do you have a compilation of Adventurers Past?
What volume are you looking for? We have several.
I'm looking for one with the Silver Lions.
Ooh,
Oh, you know of it.
Not much, but I am somewhat familiar with the name. I do not believe we have a volume of that with the Silver Wolves within them. Silver Lions.
Silver
I'm
Lions,
saying.
you mean? Or
Yes,
is
that's
there
what I
another group
meant.
too?
No, I'm sorry. The Lions, yes. I was thinking of the Golden Wolves. I apologize. I don't think we have that copy, unfortunately. I think the Millennium Library might have a copy.
Yes, I was just seeing if you had a copy that might be up for purchase as well.
Unfortunately, we don't. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks anyway.
Xander's just been waiting his turn patiently, but also bouncing on his feet a little bit, just kind of really excited to be there.
And for
This is probably the
eager-
most excited anybody's ever seen him.
For the eager bouncy one, anything for you?
Is there a general section for mythology so I could just browse, or
Again, you'll have to be a bit more specific than just mythology. It
Um,
encompasses a wide variety of things.
I guess like what you said earlier about like the gods, and but also like the different planes. I guess I'd want to look at both of those, but also I could just like the gods first, maybe.
Alright. Of course. Anyone else? Before I go and find some books that might suffice.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You go.
I was gonna say, first, player-wise, would it be feasible that there would probably be books about the war that Luz was in?
It's conceivable.
I guess I'll ask about if they have that. I don't know if we ever established a name for the
Never
war.
a name for the war, but I believe, if I remember correctly, your
It was like the Army
your
of the
army,
World. Or
yes,
something
the
like that.
Army of the World was what you had called it.
I guess I'll kind of walk up and be like, you got anything about the Army of the World to interest an old veteran?
Army of the World? Ooh, that takes me back. Let's see. I believe
Curious to
we-
see if you got the ending correct.
I believe it's mentioned in one of our collections of adventurers past. I shall see if I can find it for you.
Thank you.
One other thing I'm more looking for. Do you have anything as far as language learning books go?
What do you mean? What language
Books.
specifically?
I was looking for either Infernal or Abyssal. Infernal preferred, 'cause it's written script.
Infernal or Abyssal? Why would you be interested in that, if I may ask?
Related to the curse thing. Personal matter, though.
I see.
It's totally not cursed, but could you give me some lore on what curses are?
Yeah, no kidding. Just, I'm not cursed, but could you tell me everything about curses?
That's like Xander going in like, I'm not from another dimension, but if you don't mind, could you tell me
What books
how
do you have on
would
the other
travel between them?
dimensions? Do you have anything on that?
To be fair, he is asking for the lore about other dimensions.
No, So as the DM, I'm going to specify something. Whenever I say the realms and planes, that is not the same as the dimensions.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
Okay,
Xander probably doesn't.
Just making sure. Alright, so...
Or if he does, he's still just kind of looking at.
And that
In general.
guys, that may have been a lore drop about my past.
So curses...
Same here for what I was saying.
Oh yeah, Xander knows, but nobody else does. I forgot about that.
Just to be clear, I'm looking... You would like books on curses
I'm looking to learn.
Religion.
Right.
Either celestial or infernal if we have it. What else was there? Faerunian. Hold on. He kind of pulls out a small little piece of paper, a little like flip notebook. Give me one moment. So it was Faerunian gods. It was infernal or abyssal.
Yes.
And what else? Excited bouncy. What was yours again?
God lore.
Right. Specific pantheon? No, just general.
General.
I shall see what I can do. And right. Army of the World. Yes.
Yeah, yes, thank you. I would appreciate that. I'm curious.
Alright. You'll have to give me a few minutes. But I'll see what I can.
Excuse me, before you head out though.
I apologize. Yes, of course.
No, of course, it's all good. I was wondering, I have two things I was wondering about. Do you have current news information in regards to the Omen Islands, or just any islands off the coast?
The
But
Moonshae Isles.
yes.
You wish to know local news?
Just if you have like any pamphlets or anything recently, not a big deal if you don't. But also, I was wondering if you have any histories on the matter. I'm working on a research project.
Is that what all this is for? Research project.
At least
Totally
for me,
not
it
the
is.
lost, totally
Pretty
not the
much.
missing prince. But could I know about the?
The history of the land, you know, current.
I
We're
am
being
a
very
dandy.
subtle.
I'm
We're
a
being
researcher.
very subtle here. Totally
Yeah,
not
we're,
cursed. Totally not from another dimension. Totally not a missing prince. But
Totally
gives all the
wasn't in the
information.
army of the world.
Yeah.
I'm a researcher.
So
Thank
subtle,
you very
guys.
much.
I have no reason to be.
Asking about our lore.
All right. So, all right. You wish history of the lands of the Moonshae Isles, or specifically the Omen Isles? Is that?
Yes, yes. Like if you have
I...
anything in regards to civilizations over there, any kingdoms or whatever.
Yes.
I'm working on my thesis for it, actually.
Yes. Well, no better time than now. History in the making.
Right, right. I am sorry though, I'm more of a historian than I'm not too familiar with the ongoings. Particularly you say history in the making.
Yes.
Could you clarify what you mean?
You're researching this, aren't you? I would assume you would know of the current events of.
Well, I'm more looking into the past. It would help to know the current events, but more like foundational things is my expertise.
Well, the current ruler is. He has turned the kingdom into more of a dictatorship, whereas it was once a. There was a council that the royals would be advised by. It seems that at the moment it's more of just the current rulers doing whatever they please, which unfortunately involves the genocide and capture and persecution of all non-humans.
Oof.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
Maybe this isn't a good time to be researching this.
Well, what's the best time to get in on the ground floor of what is history in the making?
Well, maybe for someone more human-like.
Yes, it is unfortunate. You say you're researching this. Do you have an invite to the party coming up?
No, no. I mean, I do not know.
Do you know what it's about?
No, I do not.
I
There's
heard... Yes, there's going to be a banquet soon. In
I've
support
heard there's
of
a
the people
banquet.
of the Omen Isles.
For the people of the Omen Isles?
Well, many of the royals and leaders of the sword along the Sword Coast are gathering to decide on how they shall stand and things of that nature, to see what will happen with the Omen Isles and the crisis that is currently happening there.
Oh, they would be great for my research. That would.
Yes, that's why I was curious if you had an invite.
Sorry, I'm
It's very all
I'm
right.
from out of town. Neverwinter has better access to materials, so
Yes.
oh, that's so convenient. How does one get into this banquet?
Well, you would have to have some form of high prestige in order to garner an invite. So perhaps working for the Harpers or something along those lines might be able to get some form of foot in the door.
The Harpers?
Yes, the Harpers.
Interesting. What could I go talk with these people? I'm assuming I could meet up with someone in Neverwinter.
Of course. You wish to meet up with Harpers?
Potentially. See what they're all about.
Well, I am currently blanking as the DM on where I had the Harpers at. I apologize. I'm... You really are treating him as Google.
Hey, it's his fault
He's-
for
He's knowledgeable. I don't deny it.
before. Sorry. I feel I've asked you a lot of questions. What's your name?
Yes.
Good sir.
Oh, of course. I am Azimaro.
Azimara?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Azimara. I am Legomer.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I really hate that you made it sound like a Pokemon.
I know I wasn't trying to sound like yeah, Azumarill, but it's not spelled the same and it's not supposed to.
I was thinking Aziraphale.
I also was thinking of Xerophil.
Gee, wonder why that could be. Anyway.
Well,
I can't say much for the Harpers. I'm not much on their news, although potentially working for something like the Lord's Alliance could also potentially garner you an invite, or at least some kind of way of getting in, or a foot in the door.
alright, yeah. So, Lord's Alliance, you said. Lord's
Yes.
Alliance. Well, thank you.
Yes, of
And,
course.
Oh, did you ever, do you have those books on the Chronicles of...
I shall check momentarily. You had a question
Oh,
for me
yes,
before
of course, I.
Check. Yes. It was the history. Just to make sure I have all of this down. Faerunian gods, abyssal and/or infernal, the army of the world, general religion, and the Moonshae Isles. Specifically, the history is what I heard. Is that
That's correct for
good
me.
everyone?
Don't worry about mine too much. Like, don't rush or anything. Just whenever. Don't trouble yourself over me.
All right. And you, sir, in the blue outfit.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Is there anything for you?
No, I was just looking for the book on those silver lions.
Yes. I would recommend the Millennium Library.
Yep.
All right. Well, I shall go check on that. You'll have to give me a few minutes, of course. As he kind of walks, heading towards the stairs, you kind of hear him shout up, Crowland, could you come help me for a moment? I need help finding something about Abyssal and Infernal, and I was curious if you knew what we had for that. You all kind of see a tiefling individual walk downstairs. I'll see what I can find. As they kind of split apart to check the bookstore for your different items.
Is it ironic that he said the tiefling to find the infernal stuff?
Well, he would
Or
have
am
more
I-
knowledge on that section.
Right.
I was gonna
Better
say
than the
it's
elf.
more expected, I guess.
Makes sense, yeah.
Alright.
Just
Are
using the
the-
resource.
Are the bookshelves like where customers can get to them, or are they all behind the?
No, they are kind of littered about, so you could do your own kind of decent browsing.
I look
I think-
for the biggest book.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
I think Xander's also just gonna browse while he's
Yeah.
waiting because he just wants to look at what kind of books.
I'll
I'd like
browse
to-
looking for. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll also browse looking for any Army of the World stuff.
Okay. You all kind of do your own separate browsing.
I
as-
would like to go up to the blue-shirted individual because I have a question now.
the blue-shirted
I'm current.
individual is Julie, you know, right?
I'm well aware.
Okay.
I'm gonna be watching the entrance to make sure
Okay.
no suspicious actors come in.
Actors are all suspicious. Being in the theater is suspicious.
Hey!
Sus.
Just
Say,
like you said,
um,
it's coming off the wall for this joke.
Oh no.
Left
I
immediately.
said that as a former
To
theater kid. That's
be
awesome.
or not to be? That is the question.
Whether 'tis.
To be dragon or not to be dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be dragon later.
Yeah.
Dragging these nuts.
That's. I was gonna say that sounds like a joke. I'm talking like literally, in a
Yeah.
video that we're gonna be making. I'm gonna
Oh.
play as a dragon.
That's
Apparently,
gonna be a movie. Also, yeah, we're
Yeah.
making a movie at some point. Have fun with that.
they were asking me if
all
I
of
had any makeup. I was like, no.
I promise I will show that to you guys at some point.
Sure you are.
I will, I swear.
That's what you've been saying for months. So
And after this session, I'm going to remember to show the things that I've been meaning to show.
Okay. I totally believe you.
Say, hello. To Julie, of course.
Hello. Hello. To be honest, I don't really know why I'm even keeping up this, guys. I'm just
That's-
kind of.
That's what. That's sort of my question. Do you have a specific name you'd like to go by whenever your disguise is up?
Jewel. Yeah.
Jewel is all I heard.
I also
Oh,
would hear
Julius.
Julius. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just take it down.
I might suggest you put it back up since you were just Julius to Azumarill a couple seconds ago. And that might be very confusing.
Fair enough.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
Up,
Enough.
up,
Two
down, up,
spoons.
down.
It's a good thing Luz isn't paying attention.
That's true.
Alright.
I'm too lost in my thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, I really need to work on the voice.
The voice could use some work, but it's pretty good enough.
So, anyways, guys.
I think
I knew that was
I
coming.
think that might be a bit too brash.
Man, that really hurts the throat.
Yeah, I would.
Not
You're on the right
as
track.
much as Sheev. Anyway, all right. So, as the two individuals are kind of finding the things you guys are looking for, you all are browsing. One of you was looking for the biggest book, correct?
The biggest book.
Roll me investigation.
Okay, that's not bad. Let's see, my investigation modifier, 17 total.
Alright. You kind of find that section where there's several of those, like, volumes of the, collections of Adventurers Past. You don't find the one that you were looking for, but some of these get pretty thick.
Is it bigger than the book I found at the library?
No. It is not.
Unfortunate.
As you're kind of checking these books to see how large they are, Azimarael kind of walks past you, looking at some of the books that you're looking at. That's unfortunate. And then walks away. What else? What were the rest of you looking for?
Is
Not
the
books themselves.
like organized? Are the books like organized by section?
They seem to have an organization system, but it's not so much like sections, so much as like, or not so much like genre as like author. It's kind of like author and genre in a way. It's got a bit of a weird organization system, but probably makes sense to the guy that runs it.
Okay. Is there a general area where most of the books would be about like mythologies and stuff?
Roll me investigation.
Oh.
It's gonna be a 5.
This organization system's weird. It's kind of hard because, like, you find
It's really bothering. Really bothering
you
him.
find a book on like some kind of mythology stuff, and you're like, okay, maybe I can check more of these. And it's like, oh, this one's a cookbook. This is useless.
Especially to someone who can't even cook mac and cheese the right way.
So, I think Tom, you were also looking for something, yes?
Yes, I was browsing for anything road.
Right. Okay. Roll me investigation.
Alrighty, let me grab dice. Hold on. There we go, got one. That's a nat 17. I'm not sure what my investigation is, but it's probably not very high. I'm gonna pull it up right now. To actually have Luz's character sheet up before we got started. It's like the one thing I'm responsible for doing to get prepared. Sorry. Oh, investigation plus force. That's gonna bring it up to a 21.
All right. So you kind of generally knowing what you're looking for, look like where you assume something about that might be, kind of general history, maybe battles, like battle history, but unfortunately you can't seem to find anything.
Interesting. Okay. Not sure what to think about that.
So, after you all kind of do your own personal browsing, I'm already blanking on his name. Azimarael? Yeah.
Aziraphale?
No,
Something like that.
Azimarael. Kind of heads, kind of finds you guys again in the central area. Alright, I was able to find a few books. Unfortunately, I couldn't find everything you requested. Although I may have other methods, I may have suggestions on where to find the rest. So, for the Faerunian gods, I have this basic compendium for them, briefly detailing some of the gods, as well as some brief information about them. As for the Infernal and/or Abyssal, we were not able to find it, unfortunately. And sadly, same goes for the Army of the World.
Understandable. I appreciate you looking.
Same here.
However, for the Army of the World, I would suggest looking at the Millennium Library. I believe they might have something on the matter.
Thank you.
And finally, no, there's two more. Sorry. The Moonshade Isles. I don't seem to have a volume on their history. I apologize for that. If you'd like, we can try and place an order, although it would take some searching, but I'm sure we could find one if you're interested. I'm sorry, you seem to be talking, but I cannot hear you. And I can't tell if it's because you're mouthing words or your microphone's not working. That is a cat. I too can use cats. However,
Is it picking up?
instead-
Hello?
No?
I hear things.
Yeah.
Yes.
That works.
All right.
Hello. Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
we can hear you. Are
Um,
you spamming the cat emote? What was that?
Hmm.
See, it's not playing for me, and I don't know why, but I'm not mad.
It's the cat emote.
I know, but I don't want the cat emote spammed right now while we're doing a session.
Let's see. I've not been to the library, so I think what I'll do is check there first, and then if I can't find anything there, I'll come back and order that stuff.
All right.
And thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
Oh, I should have asked this earlier. When is this banquet being held anyways?
Oh, about 10 days from now.
Gotcha.
Potentially still time to get an invite.
Right. Of course.
As for the bouncy excited one, I was able to find you requested general gods, and while we did have the Faerunian Pantheon, I wasn't able to find a general compendium for all of the Pantheon, so I recommend that one, as he kind of points to the one Harmon is holding. I recommend that one for if you are looking for the gods. I think we have another copy if you would like your own. You also had mentioned being interested in the realms and the planes. I have a smaller book. It doesn't have much in it, unfortunately, as that kind of information is sometimes difficult to acquire, as the planes themselves can be quite dangerous. But I have this small one that kind of details the planes themselves, all the inner planes, specifically, if you're interested in that. The outer planes are a whole other ordeal.
I'd be interested in that.
All right. Would you also like the compendium of the Faerunian Pantheon?
Yeah.
All right. Would you like your own copy, or?
Yeah, I think I'd like my own copy.
Crowlin, would you mind grabbing that? I guess. If he goes back towards the back and grabs it. Alright, so I'm sorry we weren't able to find everything you were looking for, but would you be interested in what we did find? For the bouncy one and the shadowy man.
Oh. Yeah. I wasn't looking for anything too specific anyway.
Alright. You kind of walks behind his little counter.
So how much do I owe you?
For all three, it should be. 70 gold pieces.
I want to roll insight to see if that's normal, like, price.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gonna haggle with a bookstore owner?
I
Why
need my
not?
persuasion plus 10.
You're rolling insight, not persuasion.
Yeah. Yeah, but he said, I think it was Luz asked if I was gonna haggle. I said, I mean, I could.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making sure you know. Anyway, go ahead and roll insight.
18
18.
plus insight, which is 1, so 19.
Okay. Given the fact that like you're buying 2 compendiums of the Faerunian Pantheon, seems
I'm
like
buying 2?
Well, one for you and one for Xander. You
Xander will
is
buy
the
his own.
collective. You is the collective you.
Oh, I thought he was trying to say 70 for one book.
No,
I'm
no,
just
that
like-
is total for all 3 books.
Okay.
Yes. So 70 for the 3 books. Oh, thank you, Crone. Yeah, no problem. As he kind of just leans against one of the bookshelves now. So, is 70 gold pieces for the 3 books?
Yes.
I'll hand Harmon the bag of holding to get the money out because
Oh,
I
I
don't know if they
have
really feel like
both
doing it.
pieces. I just don't know how much each book costs individually, but
Just out of the bag of holding. It doesn't matter.
I
mean, it will eventually, but I still have 1,100 in there.
I'll just pull out 70 right now. Out of mine. And hand it to him.
Can you repeat?
There you go.
I wasn't able to make it out.
I just took it out of my own personal coin purse.
Right.
Didn't worry about the money now for a while.
Would you like these gift wrapped?
No.
Very well then. He hands you the compendium and then the 2 books to Xander.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to do business. Please return any time if you are in need of other books.
Will do.
I probably will.
Alright. Have a lovely day. As you all presumably head out.
Yes, but I'm gonna be looking for that guy earlier.
Yeah.
And also for any other people who look suspicious.
Where are you guys headed now?
To the
What
library.
time is it?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, library.
It's probably getting to around 12 at this point.
While we're
Well-
walking, Xander's gonna be nose in the book already, starting to try to read it as he's walking, which is gonna be fun.
Which
when
one?
he, the gods.
Okay.
The Faerunian.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I go up to Harmon.
Yeah.
Before that, is Harmon still tailing behind?
Yes, I'm still tailing.
Never mind. I go up to.
And this, yeah, I'll be tailing this time too.
Okay, I go up to the busy Xander. And I go up and whisper, "We need to get in that feast, I would like to get in that feast, I should say. That banquet. It seems helpful."
Is he with it? Your shot of me?
I'm whispering it
Yeah.
so that I'm not
Oh.
actively.
Can I read his lips?
You're
he's-
walking behind
Yeah,
us.
you're behind them, and they're kind
Well,
of.
well, assuming he's
No.
turning his head to whisper it, So he's just gonna face forward and whisper it while walking?
Well, he's trying to be
Oh,
subtle
I mean-
about it, so...
Okay. Never mind then.
If you were with them, I would say maybe, but based on the fact that you're 30 seconds tail, I'm going to say
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
No, that was it. Just that.
Oh, okay, just that.
It would be really helpful if we could find a way to get in that banquet.
Yeah.
Well, we already have the obligation 2 weeks. Just as a reminder.
Yeah.
Xander was
Sorry,
going to
3
point out,
10 days.
we have two. It's only a 10-day before we have to be
Elsewhere, yes, with the contract.
elsewhere.
Do you know how long the contract is gonna last? Because if it's a 10-day, then never mind. Then, but if it's only
Right.
a couple days, maybe we could try to come back to Neverwinter.
So, just to be clear, the contract starts in about 3 10 days. It will last for 3 months, which is 3 10 days.
So the contract would be after the banquet, then.
Yes.
Okay.
But we also have to have travel time there. Most likely.
Took you about
Isn't
3
it the
Oh, yeah.
Lord of Neverwinter?
Took you about 3 days to get here from Phandalin.
But we're not
Sorry,
going
what
back
was
to
the
Phandalin.
It wouldn't. Okay, so it's the Lord of Neverwinter, and we're escorting him to a place.
No,
Or
you
we're
are
helping.
protecting a town. Like, that's kind of
Alright,
a
take
settlement.
my time.
It's an up-and-coming settlement that you guys are kind of making sure it doesn't go to shit. From bandits,
Is there any
raiders,
information-
things like that.
In regards to how far away it is from Neverwinter.
Let me check something real quick. You know what? Actually, just roll me. Let's see. What do you roll? Let's just go with like a basic intelligence. How smart? How smart are you?
Does me not seeing this contract affect this in any way?
Oh shit! Yeah. Roll with disadvantage,
All right.
punk.
Oh, he's just trying to gauge how far away it is, isn't he?
Yeah, but because I'm going to say because of the fact that this is a small town that's kind of a basic settlement at this point, those of you that were at the contract, I would say normally fine, but because he wasn't really there, I will be imposing the disadvantage. Just because it's a very small place right now, not like Phandalin.
Okay. 12 in total.
12.
One of those with a nat 20, so that sucks.
Yikes. Alright. You've heard talk of Leland. You don't quite know. You know it's along the high road. Which means, like.
It means it's over, Anakin.
Curse you. It's over, Anakin. I have the high road. Anyway, with that not very cheap impression, probably. You all, sorry, you do know, like, it's along the high road. It's not too far. Like, at a slow pace.
Stop
Like, how do I word this properly? You could probably make it within the 10-day easily.
Right. If it does affect the contract opportunity, then obviously not. But if we can, you know, we're gonna be here a while anyways. We could maybe see about doing something with that. We can also talk about this later with the party in total. So, yeah. And I
Yeah, I think.
leave Xander to the
Wait.
meeting. Or I guess I what? Yeah, what were you saying?
No, never mind.
Cheers.
He's just eager to get back into the reading. He's
He just did not listen to what you said. Just like, yeah, party, sure.
he
I don't wanna
listened. He
go.
just isn't. He listened. He just isn't up for a conversation right now because he's trying to read.
I know.
Right.
Also, I'm probably gonna regret this because I'm probably gonna roll really bad on this if I do end up rolling. How much attention is he paying to walking? Like, is he able to just walk normally and not run into things while he's reading?
Oh, he's making biscuits.
They're called crumpets, good sir.
Oh,
Do you have to claw me? Is that a necessary part of sitting in my lap? My God.
necessary part of making biscuits.
Julie.
Clawing up my leg?
Julie.
Yes.
According to Apollo, yes.
Luz and Harmon.
Why?
Can you all roll me perception?
Yeah.
Actually, Harmon, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception. Let me open that. Passive
I still get to roll perception.
You'll see.
Passive perception is 11.
I got a 19 on mine.
I got a 21.
Okay. So,
I got a natural 20.
I didn't say
You have
roll.
your face stuffed in a book.
Yeah, I didn't say you get to roll.
He's listening. You did a second ago, which is why I
No,
was sad when you started
didn't.
saying.
I did not mean to say you can roll. Sorry.
You did though, and now I'm sad.
So
No.
as you guys are kind
Stop.
of having this conversation, nose in a book, talking about this party, the heavy implications of it. Xander, being really not focused on your surroundings because book and conversation, you accidentally run into someone and trip over. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. That was my fault. Sorry.
No. I should have been better watching where I was going. He kind of helps lift you up. It's a smaller individual, kind of.
Is this man pickpocketing?
What was your perception again?
21.
You do notice that he seems to kind of grab something and quickly sneak it away.
I put a hand on his shoulder. What's in that hand?
Nothing. See?
Can I roll in? I would like to intimidate. Oh.
Go ahead and roll.
Seeing that Xander tripped, I also ran up
Yeah.
at this point.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Just piece himself.
You meant this hand. Well, you see,
Yes.
you dropped this.
Ah, how kind.
What is
Anything
it?
else?
It's just a small satchel with a few things, like some stuff that fell out of your bag.
Fell. Anything else?
I want to see if he has any other stolen goods on his person. Like, investigate him.
He hands over.
We're
your
just
wand.
running this guy now.
He hands over your wand.
Oh. That wouldn't have fallen
fell.
out.
It fell.
No, it didn't.
It fell.
You know, we really should be bringing you to
I'm
the
gonna take it
Neverwinter
back.
Guard.
Oh, we definitely are going to bring him to the guard.
Please don't.
Well, Harmon, you're a rogue, though. Is there not a honor among thieves or something?
Not with this one, apparently. Jesus. Just fuck
Hey,
you. I don't
hey,
care about your origins. Fuck you.
When it comes to Xander, I am a little less tolerant.
How old is this person?
Pretty young. Probably like teens-ish.
The honor among thieves is only members among your own guild. I don't know this person.
Please don't take me to the guards.
That's a good reason why not to.
He kind of
Silence.
He kind of is just holding himself.
And I would just like to mention I have a nice grip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
Julie,
Guys,
I think you frightened the chap into shock.
Oh, Julie frightened.
I mean, technically, I'm only a guard from Parnast, so I don't necessarily have authority here, other than as a civilian. Would it be reasonable to assume that Neverwinter has civilian arrests?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about this? We just beat him up. Don't turn
No.
him in.
Broad daylight,
I put
middle
the
of
key in
the
front of
street.
Harmond. Okay, Harmond, thank you. Thank you, Harmond. Thank you.
The kid just kind of goes limp at this point.
I think I successfully intimidated him.
I would like to help the kid up.
Yeah. Not the giant woman with a hand on his shoulder. And in
Well,
the
I'm at
threat
least
of
holding him
being
from
beaten
falling
up.
over and hitting his head.
Yeah, no,
He's
you're
up,
like
he's
holding
just
him
low.
up, but you just feel his body kind of go limp.
I think he's sufficiently intimidated. Let's make sure he hasn't stolen anything else of ours.
I mean, he didn't even hurt anyone. He's just a kid. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I don't think we should do anything. It's not.
Kid.
I'm
Hello?
sure he has his reasons.
Would be to take him to the guard as a person who's found something lost, return all of his stolen goods that at least are on his person, and if we feel like he should be able to go free, you know, that's his story. He found some lost items and would like to return them to the guard.
I think
That
that's
sounds
plenty reasonable.
Go ahead and whoever is checking him for lost items, roll investigation.
That would probably be
Okay.
hard.
Roll
Yeah.
investigation. Gotcha. Rolling. That
Natural
plus.
20 plus 5.
It's actually plus
Beautiful.
8, but it is a.
Oh no, my intimidation.
Oh. It is a 19 plus 8.
Alright.
7.
You find like you don't find anything special. You find like 2 gold, 3 silver, 9 copper. But
Oh,
other than
God.
that, not much.
I put a couple more of each coin back in, like 2 each.
All right.
Pickpocketing.
What did he do?
The shit out of it.
Wait, what did Herman just do?
Put about 2 of each coin back into the kid's coin purse. 2 extra,
Including
or
platinum?
You're taking.
No, I put 2 extra back.
Okay.
I was about to be like, if you're fleecing this kid.
I take all but 2 of his coins, specifically the 2 copper.
I give him more coins.
Don't be
Yeah,
don't be
I
the
know,
guy
I'm
who steals
kidding.
the homeless man's money.
That'll stop
It
him
is a
from stealing.
kid's money, not the
Homeless
homeless
kids.
It's even worse.
It's worse.
Yes, that's why I felt bad when I realized the situation he was in. I wasn't that
You.
Yeah.
much.
So what do you guys do with this unconscious kid as? you're
Hey,
just
he
kind of
passed out.
Frisking him. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
he went limp.
You guys are just frisking this kid in the middle of the street.
I mean, if he doesn't have any stolen goods other than maybe some coin that he
Let's just
stole,
take him with us till he wakes up.
yeah.
I mean, we could
Actual
try to wake him up
kidnapping?
here. Yeah, we should probably not do
Well, it's
that.
just on the street, so it's not like.
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
he's
we
can-
probably.
Take him around to the library. We're not kidnapping.
he'll probably wake up on his own here in a minute if we just give him a minute to.
But
Yes,
if we
I
leave him in the
agree.
street- hey. If we leave him in the streets, he has a chance to be robbed.
Get mugged, yeah.
No, I don't mean
Conscious.
leaving. I don't mean leaving him in the streets. I mean we stand here and wait and see if he wakes up on his own while we're here.
We could
Why not
splash some
carry him with
water
us
on
while
his
we're-
face.
Does that actually work though?
We could try. We have water skins on us.
Okay, you gotta
Are
go.
we about to waterboard this kid?
No, we're
I sure hope so.
this.
Kidnap him and waterboard him.
You guys are the greatest party ever.
It is literally just like
No.
splash some water in his face. Helps you
I
wake
mean,
up.
Stream of water. Gotcha.
All I'm saying.
I think we should just wait a second and see without the water. I don't think it's necessary to wake him up like that. I don't think that would be very nice.
Maybe shake him a bit.
Just do something, yeah.
How long
like
are you
we
waiting?
could shake him a bit.
Okay, so you're gonna shake him
What?
up? Who's?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for this kid?
Not Julie.
Just
That's my.
like a rag doll. So who's trying to wake the kid up?
I guess I will.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
How are you trying
Sounds
to wake
fair.
him up again? Waterboard?
But, I feel like I would try to wake you up.
How would you try and wake me
Or a
up?
human. Or a human, like nudge him, shake him side to side a little bit, but not vigorously.
Okay. Yeah. You kind
I'm
of
gonna shake him like he's a can of spray paint.
that didn't look right.
No, it didn't.
Nope. I'm not even gonna try and fix it. It just. Well. This is what I get for DMing. You kind of try and shake him a little. Does not wake up.
Who suggested doing the water?
Copy.
I'm not suggesting we waterboard.
Waterboard.
I
mean-
literally, I don't know how you guys got waterboarding from this. I'm
I
so
don't
anything
either.
would
confused.
I don't either, but I think it's hilarious.
If
You were
anything
the
would
one
wake,
that started it, Ryan.
if anything would wake
No,
me
I'm
up,
not.
it would be waterboard.
I didn't start
Yeah.
Ryan
That was
Huffman
other
started
Ryan.
it.
Jason said maybe we should pour water on his face. And you're like, oh, so you want to waterboard him?
I
think
don't
I
think
only
it was
brought up
Ryan.
kidnapping.
I don't think it was
I only
Ryan.
brought up kidnapping.
No, I don't believe it was Ryan.
It was definitely
Huh.
Ryan.
Was it?
100% was
I
Ryan.
think it was
It
other
was
Ryan.
a Ryan.
Oh, I see now.
It was icy, so he's blaming it on me.
No, it was
Ryan's
100%.
just simply cannot be trusted.
Hey!
All right, so are we going
Are you
to
saying we're too dangerous to
sprinkle-
be kept alive?
some water on his face?
Right, waterboard. Got it.
Wake up.
Right,
No,
you
Julie.
Kind of splash, you kind of splash a bit of water on his face. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
No, calm down. You're good to go, unless anyone else has anything.
How tall is this kid?
I'm not good at heights.
Is he lose height?
He's
wait,
taller
it-
than
either-
Luz.
Okay.
I lean in to him and whisper, "Be careful
not
who
saying
you
much.
try to pickpocket next time." Now scram.
Wait,
No, I
Wait.
think the better message might be don't pickpocket.
Luz, some people don't have a
Hey,
choice.
hey, hey.
I
You're
know.
talking to
Yeah,
a rogue.
kid.
You're talking to a rogue here.
You know, I don't really care. If you rob someone either, I wouldn't agree with that.
That's fair.
Some people deserve it.
But
Sure,
Wait.
sure. Not most people.
Can I go now?
Yes, try
Yeah.
not to rob
wait,
and kid.
no, wait.
Try to do better things
But-
instead of that.
Before you go, where are you gonna go? Do you have a place that you're staying? Do you have a home to go home to? Okay. Is he lying?
Nice home? Do they treat you well?
Roll insight.
Who?
Xander first.
Okay.
Before he responds to.
That's gonna be a 23.
He seems very honest right now. So yeah, he does have a home.
Is it a good home?
Sometimes.
Just the echo was a little funny.
I heard it too.
What's your name?
Jack.
Jack? Do you want us to walk you home? Are you sure?
Well,
Yeah, never mind. I keep my thoughts to myself.
well, Jack, if it's usually a good home, I'm glad. And when it's not, I hope you find ways to stick up for yourself. I hope you can.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable leaving it. Jack, well, I don't know what the name is off the top of my head, but I'm gonna tell him where we're staying, like.
Xander. Jack cannot afford that place.
Yeah, friendly
No, but we're
reminder,
gonna be there
the
for
quick
the in the next
crystal was very expensive.
for the next 10 days. We're gonna be at this place. If you need a place to go, if you need a place to stay, we'll be there. You can ask for us. I could just tell him the room number.
That or we
No.
could intimidate the part that's being not so good. Make them not be not so good.
That always works in real life.
Definitely.
Look, Jack,
Or we could continue on to the library and let this kid go on his merry way.
So I just
Jack,
want to
pickpocket.
ask the kid one more question. Jack, are you very what's the word?
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
in need?
What, magical? That's not what I'm asking. It's obviously he's
Never
not
mind.
magical. He's magical. He'd be doing other bullshit instead of fucking pickpocketing people. What kind of lame ass magic bitch pickpockets people?
Why do you say that?
That would be stupid. Anyway,
Meanwhile, Harmon's over there
I was gonna
with
say,
magic
handily
on
insults Harmon.
exactly. That's my point.
I'm
Anyway,
just behind him laughing.
point is, kid, you're obviously good enough and dexterous enough to pickpocket people. Do you think you could turn that into building things? Because if so, I might be able to give you a few blueprints of things you could build, and maybe you could start a business or something.
I don't know if Dad would approve.
Well, Dad doesn't need to approve if your business does well. I just want to make sure I can do something, if I'm able, to give you a way to be independent and not on the mercy of your parents if they're not always so good. It's obvious you got some talent. I don't know for sure if it would translate. If you think it would, I would be more than happy to do what I can, which would pretty much just be, like I said, giving you some blueprints.
I'd like to try and learn.
Fantastic. DM, would it be feasible that I have some blueprints to give him right here, or should I just tell
Sure.
him to...
I
Okay.
assume you have plenty of blueprints.
I
You're gonna
assume
teach
so
this kid how to
too.
build a gun.
Should I give him the gun?
What blueprints are you
Here,
giving the
build
kid?
this and then use
He's-
it next time your dad decides to be abusive.
Yeah, he's gonna murder his parents.
He's gonna come knocking on our door with blood all over him, like, guys, I messed up.
No,
What do I
no,
do
he's gonna
now?
come up and be like,
Covered
I
in
stood
blood,
up to
just
them.
gun in hand. What do I do now?
I did what you said and stood up to them.
I'm just like, good job, kid.
Now we're turning you into the
Yeah.
police.
So the thing is,
No,
like,
we was
murder.
proud.
I assume I would have a lot of blueprints too. So I'm gonna leave it up to you what I give to him. I'm down giving him the gun blueprint if you want the kid to have the gun blueprint.
I don't.
I'll leave that up
I
to you.
leave that. It's not my character that's giving away the blueprints. It's you. Tell me what blueprints you're
Okay.
giving the kid. Like toys or guns? Which, like, what are you giving this kid?
A little bit of both. I'll
If you
give him,
combine the toys, they make a single shot gun.
I'll give him I'm not gonna give him full on. I'm not gonna give him Sweet Baby Boom blueprint.
Right. Good.
I will give him something smaller and less sophisticated. I'll give him a couple like trinkets, like music box type things, and a couple more practical things. I'm not really sure what that would be, but something like that. So I'll give him some variety, some knickknacks, some practical things, and a weapon.
And this is how you make a combat knife.
And this
Oh,
is how you mug people.
Show me what you have.
Good
A
night!
gun!
No!
A gun, yes. Anyway, I'll give those to the kid. I'll kind of like really fast explain how to read the blueprints. I'll be like, all right.
Do I see the weapons blueprints?
Roll perception.
I am wearing my mask, so. That's gonna be I believe that's 17.
Luz, are you trying to hide the weapon blueprint out of curiosity?
No, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Of course
yeah,
you don't.
You see the weapon blueprint.
Lou's probably not a good idea to give him weapons blueprints, especially if he's a pickpocket.
I mean, it would sell well. Once his business does well, he may need to defend himself. And
Arms stealing probably isn't the best choice.
It's extremely profitable.
It goes
It
from,
is, but through
marketing
the proper.
This kid has two very different life trajectories now.
Not
Depends on how things shake down.
I am emphasizing to him just to stop the whole robbery stuff. Why would he
I
know?
think that might. I whisper
You're
over to him.
sending
Yeah,
the wrong
because-
message, Luz.
I turn to the kid and like, kid, are you dumb? Are you gonna use the gun to rob someone?
No?
I insight
There
There
that.
you go.
I think he's just very confused.
Natural 3, let's go.
I think my insight. Hold on.
I'm also going to incite that.
Yeah. Go.
Mine's a 9.
I believe in the kid. I'm not gonna.
Why do you
insult
guys roll great on the inside against the Snake Man, who is just creepy? But the thing was like, I'm
think
genuinely
the-
being questionable on my voicing. You're like, let's roll terrible on that one. I know it's not a choice, but at the same time, come on, guys.
That one.
Christ.
I'm not gonna
I
roll.
don't think it's a good idea.
something. I just believe him.
By
I
Bahamut.
also don't think it's a good thing. It's
I
not
mean-
a good thing.
He said no. He's just probably overwhelmed at this point. You don't quite.
Yeah,
The
still,
emotions on
probably
this
not.
child are very confusing at this point. Partially because he
Luz.
seems very confused himself.
Are you telling me that you'd rather not have him have a way to defend himself when he's an honest kid, if he needs?
Honest is stretching the truth a little bit.
he just
Yeah.
tried to rob us.
Yeah, but I think we've established that it's because of life situations, not because of any poor morality.
While
mean-
they're arguing about this,
Yeah, Yeah.
I want to move closer to him so I can talk quietly.
Okay.
And just tell him like, hey, it's okay to get out of bad situations.
Which is what I'm trying to encourage him to do.
With
I
a gun?
No, you're
Murder!
not.
Giving
You're
him a
encouraging
gun?
him to
That is
murder.
that could lead
You're
to
not
a
in
much
this
worse
conversation,
situation.
Luz. Get
and
out
I
of
love
here.
it.
I am giving him a way to become independent so he can get away from his parents.
Murder is
Can
not the way to go.
Can I
That is
stick
so
my
much more
cane
than
out
you're doing.
and just push aside the blueprint for the gun and be like, no.
I'll see that and be like, fine, I'll take the goddamn gun and I'll grab the blueprint.
Thank you, Luz.
Back to the conversation that Xander was having with Jack.
Kid, it's okay if you. Well, kid, he's 18.
I
Got
never
it.
said 18.
Xander's 18.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't think I specified this child was 18.
Hey, it's okay to get out of bad situations. You don't have to just let it happen. You can leave.
I can't leave my mom.
Is she also in bad situation?
Jesus. None of you heard that but me. In the other room, James just loudly yelled, "Kill the abuser."
You have neighbors, James. You can't just yell stuff like that.
I heard that laugh in the background.
I did too. Okay, well, I understand that. But if both of you or just one of you or anything happens, you can still come and find us at insert and name here.
The Quick Crystal.
Yeah, you can come find us at the Quick Crystal, and that's where we're staying for the next 10 days. So if either or both of you need a place to stay, we'll be there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Question. Do I hear that last part or do I hear none of this?
You guys are
the-
busy
the-
arguing.
Yeah,
I'd
you
say you
guys are
probably
just
don't hear
arguing
anything.
pretty loudly, so I'm gonna say this
This
is
is-
gonna be a
This was
private
like I started talking to them like right as y'all started
Yeah.
arguing about it.
because you guys were arguing very loudly on the ethics of if this child should have a gun.
Do we want to actually finish hashing this the argument out, or are we just gonna?
Let's finish the conversation between these two characters, then by all
Yeah,
means. Thank you. It's not often you
Yeah.
find people willing to help around here.
Yeah. Well, I know what it's like. So
He just kind of gives you a small hug.
Do I see this?
Why does the kid react so much fucking better to literally nothing? Just like 2 fucking sentences, opposed to me actually like
Could it
literally
be that
giving
the-
them.
Could it be the fact that they are similar of age?
Maybe.
and
but, like,
also Xander's not yelling. Xander's
That
talking
too.
very quietly and
Luz.
being very gentle
Luz,
and nice to this
similar of height and
terrifying-
similar of age are not the same thing.
I can give grandpa vibes.
Luz,
In this
not
hug.
everyone needs.
grandpa vibes. You're giving crazy person vibes.
I
Luz,
would like to
Holding a
wash
gun.
the hands.
I just gave this kid the means to change his fucking life. And he
Luz,
doesn't
the
give a
ability to
shit
kill
about that.
people isn't
Which is
something to just
life-changing.
hand out.
Yeah. For a kid that's had a lot go on in the past 5 minutes, it could probably be overwhelming.
But are you telling me it wouldn't be good for this kid
I'm not saying it wouldn't.
to shoot his abuser?
Is Luz
I'm not
Luz
saying
still
it
arguing
Luz.
about it? Is
Yes,
Luz still
Kami,
arguing about it?
We're still
Clearly.
arguing. Yeah.
This right now is me as a player.
He's arguing
Like,
with
oh.
God.
as a person.
He's just yelling to the skies.
I genuinely,
Uh-oh.
because I'll get into it in a second in character. But what the fuck? Xander did nothing.
Xander is being nice and offering him a place to stay. Also, as I'm giving him a hug,
He
I'm also
definitely-
just kind
Yeah.
of just quietly. It's
I understand
okay
what
to
Luz
ask.
I understand what Luz is trying to do. He's trying to make the kid become the next Lockheed Martin.
I have no clue who that is.
It's a company. No.
Oh god, that's what it is.
Largest weapon manufacturers in the United States.
I just want the kid to be able to like support himself by himself,
I mean,
Yeah, he
I
can
think
do
we're
that
all
by
okay
making
with like the music
toys.
box and other trinkets.
which I
The
gave
gun
him.
is where we
All these
draw the
two.
line.
I gave him those two. I took back the gun. Whatever, fine. Fuck the gun. But come on, like
I mean,
want
if
to
you're
just
into
give this kid the ability to like. God damn it.
He just woke up. The scary woman's still right there. The old man is yelling at him. He's a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also, in this
okay, you know
hug,
what,
I
okay,
want to watch the hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception.
18.
You see that, like, he almost instinctively starts to reach for something, but then stops and pulls away to just...
All right, I just keep an
sweet.
eye on them.
As I was
Watch.
trying to say, as Xander's giving this kid like a hug, he's gonna like quietly almost whisper to him like, "It's okay to ask for help if you need it. It's not a weakness." And you wonder why he likes Xander better, Luz.
Yes, I do. Like, Jilly, none of these. Like, as a person, what the fuck?
I think it's high time
Are
we
they-
keep walking now.
Okay,
Like,
I was gonna say,
I
are they
love-
still arguing about the weapon? As the
at this
hug
point-
ends.
At this point, Luz is gonna drop the weapon. He's just gonna be like, okay, fine. I'm gonna get back into character now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, fine. I get the weapon. I disagree. I understand your point. That's why I took it back. But I mean, come on. The rest of it's good.
Yes, the rest is good.
No one should ever have to be alone, but everyone should be able to stand alone if they need to. No one should ever be left alone or forced to be alone, but
And
they
the
should
trinkets,
be able to be.
the trinkets are good, Luz. That will help him do that. Yes.
Took back the gun.
Yes, thank you.
I don't.
Jack kind of walks over at this point. Thank you for helping. He
You're
kind of
welcome.
Picks up the blueprints that are left.
I'm not the most observant person, so I don't remember the name of where we're staying. I'm sure one of the other people here do. But as you fiddle with those trinkets and are finding your way through them, if you need any advice or help on making them, just let me know. There's some notes with those blueprints as well. Hopefully we'll cover what you need, but I don't always write things down the best either, so I will be here for what is it, like the next 10 day, right? Something like
Longer
that.
than that.
Longer than that. We'll be here for a while, so definitely don't leave any questions unanswered. I wish you the best. You're not alone. You should never have to be alone. But sometimes the people that you're with, it's better to be alone. And I just want you to know, again, that you never have to be. But I want you to also know that when you need to be, you can be.
He kind of wipes a tear from his eye. Thank you.
I have a feeling it would be weird for Luz to. Oh.
Yes? What? What? Oh, I'm being told to mute. Give me a moment.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
but not deafened.
Hi. Anyway,
Repeat?
as a player, as a person, I'm really glad this last bit of interaction happened. Because, just as a person, I was getting upset. That is the nicest thing Luz has done in probably, 50 fucking
No,
years.
it was nice, but all I could think of was school shooter.
Okay, but also
America
consider
moment.
this. Luz is being nice in his own way, which isn't the kind of nice that most people are open to or would even recognize as nice. Xander over here is not only being nice in a more productive manner, but he's also being generally just softer to this traumatized kid.
Yeah, okay.
Right now he needs soft edges, not hard edges, and you're kind of giving him the hard edges.
The softness, sure. But at the same time, I literally just gave this kid the ability to change his entire life.
Guys, come on. Alright.
I'm sorry,
you
I'm
guys-
riled up.
No, you're okay. You guys kind of say, unless you guys had anything else for Jack.
As Jack walks off, I whisper over to Harmon, he can probably read, right?
Luz's
nowhere the idea.
the actual blueprint part of Luz's blueprints is you don't have to need to read it all for those. It's all outlines and diagrams.
Can Luz read? That's the real question.
That is a good question. I'm not sure.
Maybe that's why he won. Maybe that's
Roll
why he wanted that
intelligence.
book about the war, because he knew what happened, and maybe that'll help him learn to read.
Alright,
Yeah,
so.
I will give Jack a pat on the shoulder as we part.
Alright, you give him a pat on the shoulder, kind of.
Which,
Looks
let's
up.
be honest, I probably have to reach up for instead of down.
You kind of give him a bit of a pat, kind of looks to you. Thank you again. I hope to
Lean
meet
next
again.
time. Just remember, if you do resort to thievery, be careful who you do it to. And also, I left you with a little something extra. Don't let any of the other kids see.
Yeah, what he said.
He looks very
I-
confused at his coin pouch. Concerned what you might have given him based on the gun blueprints.
It's just a bomb.
And he just he walks away with some blueprints, very tentatively looking at his coin pouch.
Is my
With
sword
that-
still there?
With that, we'll go ahead and take a break. And we're back! Huzzah! Hi there, we're here. We're all alive, I think? Is everyone here alive? I'm not, but that's not important.
Only on the outside.
I've never been alive. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Your collective imaginations.
Darn
The
it, one of
accident
my
was 10
only
years
friends
ago,
at
you can
college,
forgive
and
yourself.
he's not even real.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You made me up, so you can actually have a friend. Anyway.
Who's that lonely?
Apparently you, because I'm not real. So. You guys are, I assume, headed to the bookstore still, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did the bookstore already.
No, bookstore.
Oh, library.
Oh, sorry, yes.
We just forget and turn around and go back to the bookstore.
Just, you will not believe what we just, the encounter we just had.
Oh, hi, Zimmerel. Nice to see you.
Oh, you're back. Is everything alright?
No. We're going to the
I'm
library.
kidding, I know. Alright. So, you all head to the Millennium Library, correct?
As we're walking, though, Xander's gonna come alongside, Luz. Try to have a conversation, but we all know how he is with words, so we'll see how this goes.
By all means.
And I'm
Get
going to continue
away!
to keep watch.
Not lose. Not to lose.
Lose what? He's just like, oh, okay. If you do.
Xander walks
Miguel
up and is
is-
like, "Get away!"
Miguel was trying to walk on the keyboard.
Hi there! Get away!
So you walk up to
Okay.
me and you go, get away.
No.
Yep.
I'm
that's what I heard.
I'm walking beside you. We are in the process of going to the library. I'm gonna walk beside you so that we can have a conversation.
Okay.
It's just gonna be awkward because we're still like 3 feet apart just by height.
Yeah, I can project. It's okay.
Wow.
I'm used to it.
Anyway, Liz,
Yes.
why did you care so much for that kid?
Seem
Oh, am I dead? Oh.
bad situation, and everyone deserves to be able to
Okay,
hold their own.
but he was doing something that you don't agree with. But since was in a bad situation, it's okay that he did it.
Didn't end up hurting anyone. I think pickpocketing as opposed to outright robbery is a fairly mild crime. I mean, don't get me wrong, if he was in my regiment back in the day, I would have whooped his ass. But he's no soldier. He's just a kid. Dude,
Why do you hate me so much? Like you don't I do things that you don't agree with. Yeah, we're getting to the real stuff here. I
okay,
do
also-
things that you don't agree with, just like he does. And yet, you were nice to him because of his situation. You don't even know my situation. You never asked my situation. You just assumed that I'm a bad person.
Okay, so before I answer, as a player, I am this is the kind of thing you're asking. What I was planning on talking about during the breakdown, so this is perfect. You want to know why I hate you, son?
Don't call me that.
I'll call you what I want to call you right now. I hate you because it's hard to. Because I believe in what I believe in. I look around, and everything else I see proves it. Time and time again. I can find the proof in everyone else I see. And there's you. And I look, and I look, and I look for the flaws and the bad sides, the cracks. And you are so good at hiding them. Don't know how many there are. Everyone has them. I have them. Everyone does. You can believe anything you want to believe, and if you look hard enough, you will find things that justify that. There is no absolute truth. The world is a collection of truths. I know what my truths are, and I find the evidence for that. And it's not easy with you. That's why it's so fucking frustrating.
I think that what you said about everyone has their own truth, there's no absolute truth. I feel like there's some people's beliefs line more closely with truth. Some people's are a little more out there. I think you've been leaning into and looking for your truth so hard. You've kind of forgotten that to even try looking for good qualities. You're trying so hard to justify hating magic that you don't see the good parts. There's no way that every single magic user you've met has been a bad person, especially not if you've been around as long as you've been you say you have. It's if you didn't learn about Jack's situation, would you have let him go so easily, or would you have taken him to the police?
I wouldn't have let him go so easily. I don't know if I would have given enough of a shit to bother taking him to the police. Plus, police don't tend to deal with things very well anyway. I see good. I see the good in you, kid. That's why I made my whole bargain with you, the whole deal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's why I'm trying to be, how would you say it, calmer? I see plenty of good, but like I said, I find the bad.
See, but like you said,
isn't
every
hard
no,
because it's there. The things that I believe are true. They may not be everyone's truth, but they are true, and I can find the evidence for that.
yeah, but if you're gonna prove something, you can't just look at the proof that the evidence that proves your side. You have to take in consideration all the other evidence that may prove you wrong. It's not fun to be proven wrong, but you can't avoid it if you want to actually improve. You said yourself that everybody has flaws. I have flaws. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. Everybody has flaws, and if you're judging somebody only on their flaws, you won't see the good in them. And when it comes to somebody who uses magic, you judge somebody only on their flaws. The only reason you're not judging me and trying to kill me for my magic is because you can't see those flaws. Yeah, maybe I hide them. Maybe I have a reason for hiding them. But that's none of your business, and I wouldn't tell someone like you something like that.
The reason I decided to start giving you a chance wasn't because it was hard to find your flaws. It's true, but you're not the first person that it's been hard to find their flaws. There are plenty of people who have good traits that I've found the bad in the past.
Maybe those people didn't. No, sorry. Let me look at that for a second. You found the good traits in bad people. Maybe have you ever considered that maybe you found the bad traits in good people?
I just said that I found the bad traits in good people.
No, you said you found the good traits in bad people. If you found bad traits in good people, then there's no reason.
I meant that I found bad amidst good that I could see. I can see good.
I have my own bad traits. Does that make me a bad person?
That depends.
On what? The fact that I'm a magic user?
Depends on what those traits are. That's one of those things that tends to be less universal. Those are individual truths. The things that would or would not make you a bad person to me are not the same things that would or would not make you a bad person to someone else. How about this? I have been giving you a chance. I am still. I haven't found as much of the bad as I've been wanting to. I have a feeling not much of my good has come across to you. I will do my best to try to show you my good.
I feel
All
like
I ask in return is that you let me see your bad, and we can decide how we feel about each other.
I believe that you do think that you've been showing me you're good. But for all I can see, the only good that you've done to me is not killing me on sight. Like,
I didn't say the good necessarily be to you. The things that are bad that you show to me don't have to be to me.
But you're discriminating against me for something I can't control. That doesn't seem very good to me. It's like murdering someone for not being the same race as you. That's not okay. That's not good. You can't just assume a magic user is bad because you've met a bad magic user. You need to judge everybody on their own traits, good and bad, not just the bad.
That's why I've been giving you a chance. That's exactly what I've been doing. What would you have me do different?
Not point a gun in somebody's face for using magic?
When's the last time I did that?
Like when you first met me? And several times since then?
Which is before I told you I would give you a chance.
Why didn't you give me a chance from the beginning? You didn't know who I was when you first didn't, you gave me a chance after you started learning who I was. You don't just do that. You give everybody a chance to show who they are. You gave Jack a chance. You got a chance with Jack to see who he was. And you decided maybe it's not worth trying to kill him. If you decided not to give him a chance, you could have killed him and not ever known that he's in an abusive situation.
Everyone has
You can't just not give people a chance.
And everyone has justifications for their biases. I have a bias against magic users. Very vocal about that.
Okay,
so, yes,
it's okay to have your biases.
And found out that you're a magic user, I did not immediately give you a chance. Because that's a bias. I factored that bias in. When
it's okay to have
overrode that bias.
It's okay to have biases, but you can't act on those until you have proof that they're true.
Like I said, I have plenty of proof that my beliefs about magic users are true.
Proof that... But how good is that proof? You've admitted openly to looking for just the bad things. You're only looking for evidence that supports your theory. That's not how you go about proving something. You can't just ignore everything that doesn't improve your theory. You're so angry at me because I'm different than what you expected me to be. Because I'm proving you wrong, and it's pissing you off. It's because you don't want to be wrong.
Does anyone?
No, nobody wants to be wrong, but... You can believe what you want to believe. I can't stop you from doing that. No, I don't see the good. I see that you have good in you, but it just doesn't strike me immediately that that's even the case because the first thing you did was try to kill me. Why would I...
have good in you, but that didn't immediately strike me as the case because you're a magic user. We're giving each other...
The only thing you've done since you've met me is try to prove that I'm bad.
And
You're still looking...
a damn hard time of it, and I haven't done so.
But you're not even trying to find out who I am as a person. You don't know anything about me. You don't care to know anything about me. Because you just want me to be a bad person, so all you're looking for is the bad things. You don't know...
That's a good point. I don't know much about you. Do you want me
Why
to?
would I want you to know much about me if you're only going to use it against me to find a reason to kill me?
You know your past. Do you think me knowing said past is going to result in me, with the agreement that we have that I'm giving you a chance, is going to result in me immediately killing you? If so, then by all means, you should absolutely hide it. If not, I would love to get to know you better.
Okay, no. What happens in my past wouldn't immediately get me killed. I don't think it would ever get me killed, at least not by your hand. But that shouldn't matter. Like, when you meet somebody, you don't judge them on their past or what they may do in the future. You judge who they are in their entirety. Good, bad, and everything in between. If somebody's trying to kill somebody else, you can immediately assume that there's a reason behind it. And those reasons are usually not very good.
Well, that's all accurate. Again, we don't know each other. Would you like to change that? I would be open to that.
Why would I want you to know me?
Because I'm trying to give you a chance. And as you pointed out, it would be easier for me to do that if I did know you.
But why would I even, like, yeah, you want to give me a chance, but every single thing I say to you, you're gonna pick apart to find the bad end. You're not gonna care about anything that I tell you that's good about myself. You're either not gonna believe or not care. All you're gonna do is look for the bad things. Why would I tell you things if I know you're just gonna take them the wrong way? You know I use magic in fights. That's the only time I use my magic. And every time it's because I'm protecting somebody. Did you know that? I only use my magic to protect my friends.
That counts for a lot.
You didn't know that when you tried to kill me. You didn't need to know that when you tried to kill me. You could have found out eventually, but you just maybe be nicer to people until you know for sure that they deserve not being nice to. Okay, you can be nice to somebody without liking them. I mean, I've been nice to you this whole time. I've never liked you. I have my own biases. There are certain kinds of people that I really don't like.
As a biased man, I can appreciate that.
You fit in my biases of people that I don't like. Not because when I first saw you, I was biased towards you. It's things that I've learned about you since then and the way you've acted towards me since then. I've based my judgment on you based off of your actions, and a majority of those actions tells me not to trust you with anything personal.
Okay, what if I started? What if we do my end first? Because I really don't think we're going to get very far if we don't do something like that eventually.
I don't think now's the time.
Well,
But
yeah,
like
not
I
right
said
here on the
before,
streets.
yeah, obviously, but like I said before, the past doesn't always doesn't justify your actions if you're making bad choices. Just because you have trauma, just because bad things have happened to you in the past, doesn't mean you should take it out on the people around you now who had nothing to do with it.
Liz just gonna kind of like stare in front of him and nod a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest, as a player, I think this is probably the most civil conversation that Luz and Xander have had.
Oh yeah, super. Which like that's why I'm probably gonna try to wrap it up. It has, yeah. So it'd probably be a good idea to wrap it up for now and maybe start other stuff later, or maybe leave that for another time. But I think since this seems to be something Luz does now, Luz will, I don't know, kind of reach out a hand, I guess. Probably have to reach out pretty far. Not asking to shake on being friends or anything. Shaking to getting to know each other eventually.
I don't like touch. I don't want to.
Okay then.
I appreciate the gesture, but I would rather not.
Lewis is not going to understand that at all.
That's okay. Xander doesn't have to explain himself.
He's going to be like, that cheeky fuck. Not out loud, obviously.
No, I mean, if he wants to be angry about it, he can be angry about it.
He's not going to be super angry about it. He's just going to be like, the fuck? Like, I was trying to be polite after this whole long conversation, and he just does that? Like, come on.
I mean, eventually Luz will find out Xander's reasons for things.
Exactly. He doesn't know right now, so why would he take it? Anyway, I'm assuming that's kind of the end of that for now, so we can bring other people back in.
What? You're saying there's other people here? So, as you guys kind of finish up this conversation, Xander, you kind of hear, once again, in the back of your head, so, I just finished this entire bag of popcorn. That was real entertaining. That's all.
Okay. I'm gonna try to think to him.
Okay. Go ahead.
And honestly, not the best question to ask, but where did you get popcorn from?
It's for me to eat no and you to... Where did I get the popcorn from?
Xander just has like a popcorn machine somewhere in his...
Alright, with that... By the way, I actually did finish an entire thing during that conversation. Not popcorn, but... a joke entirely based in reality. I finished that entire thing while you guys had a conversation.
One of my favorite parts about roleplay and this and D&D, one of my favorite parts, is watching other people react to things. Because there are several times throughout the conversation where I can see, like, Ryan, Jack getting, like, super excited over it. Like, when you started stimming like this, I started almost doing that myself. I was like, I got so excited. Let's do this.
I desperately wish my camera was working. I am so upset that it's not.
I love a conversation that we have in this campaign where everyone else just voluntarily mutes themselves so the conversation can play out without the background noise. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, With that
Back
done,
to your regularly scheduled program.
yeah. 30 minutes later, we arrive
The library.
at the library. The Millennium Library! So, you all kind of head in. I swear the music got louder.
I could totally see Xander being here for 1,000 years.
That's not the first person who said that.
And it won't be the last. What do you want?
Oh, hey, Julius.
Is
This
there
was the
by chance,
Wang Chitang.
is there by chance a mythology section?
We don't really have sections here. Maybe. It's more
Yeah.
chronologically ordered. Yeah.
They're like a compilation of heroes and their deeds, maybe?
Well, yeah, it would be, the dwarf kind of rubs his beard. Should be over in the back, right? Somewhere around over there. I think we have a few, compendiums of adventurers past. I can't remember the word I keep using in the before that. I think I've used a different one every time I've mentioned this series of books. But yeah, collections of adventurers past, or whatever the hell it's called, back there.
Compilation.
That's the one. Thank you. Keep using the wrong
Xander's
word.
gonna go over there.
Right.
He's probably just gonna pick a random compilation, just start reading something.
What can I do for the rest of you? And what can I do for the drunken sailor?
For the drunken...
Do you have anything on Infernal? Learning Infernal?
This is not really if you're looking to learn a language, I'd recommend like a tutor or something. We don't really have learning here. Like, we have books in Infernal, but they're not really meant for learning the Infernal.
You know, it occurs to me now that
We're more of
Xander probably...
we're more of a history library, you know, Millennium Library.
You know, funny that you mentioned that. Do you happen to have histories of the civilizations out on the sea, like the islands out there?
Like Everbit? Larkond? Those ones? Those are the big ones.
Oh, no. More of the... like the Omen Isles type thing.
Omen Isles. Name rings a bell. I don't know if we have too much on their history, but sure we have something.
Right.
I'm trying to think where it would be. I mean, I'd recommend checking the back. Back row is just lined with shelves of basically everything that doesn't fit into the timeline very, very easily.
Perfect, thank you.
Anyone else? How about you, Mr. Drunken Sailor? Short one.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm generally looking for anything about the Army of the World and just that whole war.
Army of the World. Name does not ring a bell.
Really? The Army of the World.
Do you know how many armies there have been in the history of everything?
Yes,
It's
but
a
only one
lot.
of them was the Army of the World.
Look, if you're looking for like an adventuring group or something along that line, the compendiums of adventurers past. I don't think that's the word I used, but I'm gonna go with it. When
Compilation.
Again. Compilation of adventurers past. That'll be your best bet.
Here, DM Ryan, I'm gonna text you a question real quick, and
By all means.
DM.
Says the man at the counter, apparently knowing what DMing means.
Let me just send God a text real quick.
Yeah, let me just quickly text God, see if he has an answer for me.
Is this the same guy that was here yesterday?
No, that was a halfling.
Okay, I thought so.
This is a dwarvish man.
I'm not
I
racist.
was like,
I'm a building.
we're writing in the text. It
You
occurs
aren't
to
a
me.
building.
It
I'm
just
building
occurred to
something.
me
Oh. Nice.
that Xander's probably not aware of the fact that all the languages that he knows aren't the languages he learned. Like, he's speaking common to everybody.
Yeah.
He thinks that everybody's just speaking English. He doesn't realize that things have been shifted around in his mind. I mean, unless he does. Not that I know of.
Not that you're aware. How do you think the popcorn machine got in there? Things got jumbled around and just somehow a popcorn machine ended up in there.
I find it really funny.
What?
He's calling Luz the drunken sailor when this is the best Luz has looked in a very, very long time.
Literally.
Yeah. Anyone else need anything?
I was having a book copied. I came by yesterday. I'd like to just read part of it if it's still in the process.
Hold on. What book are you getting copied?
The compilation of adventures past.
Which volume?
The one
Give
with
a few.
the silver lions.
Ah, here it is. Volume 15, Chapter Silver Lions. Found it. Okay. Yeah, that book's currently out because it's being, copied and transcribed. Sorry.
Oh, the transcriber took it elsewhere? Okay.
Yeah, he's currently transcribing it. Well, it's on the list to get transcribed, so he's got it with him.
I didn't know if it was currently getting transcribed or just kind of in a queue where I could access it still.
Well, it's in the queue for sure. I don't know if he actually took it. I mean, I'd say you can go check if it's still there.
Fair enough.
Anyone
Do I know where
else?
this queue is?
What?
Do I know where this queue is?
No. More you can check where you last found it.
Mm-hmm.
To see if it's still there.
I did send the question.
Yeah. What do you want?
Like player wise, I sent the question
Oh,
to you.
right. Not to the
That's
guy.
what I asked.
I see. An actual message to the DM instead of.
Yes. Sorry. It's something that might get revealed if the answer is yes, but otherwise I want to keep it secret for now.
I mean, you could ask him about that.
Okay, if it's worth a try, I'll just make up
I mean,
real quick.
I'm not gonna say. You can certainly try. I'm never gonna tell
Okay.
you. I'm almost never gonna tell you outwardly just no on most things.
Okay, I guess I'll ask him. What about Gerard the Necromancer? Anything on him?
Gerard Necromancer. Gerard the Necromancer. I mean, odd name for a necromancer, so it seems memorable. I mean, I can't remember everything, but I mean, I haven't memorized this entire library. Again, I'd say like what was the C word I kept using?
Compilation.
Compilation of Adventurers Past. Thank you. Apparently, that's the one word my brain will not allow me to remember in this. I can remember everything else, but compilation, just nothing.
I understand. Gotta admit I'm
Check the adventure compilations.
surprised, but I'll certainly check. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. 1, 2. Anyone else need anything else?
Xander's already wandered off and found a book to read, so.
Just already on his own.
I
Doing his own thing.
because I don't even know if he'd actually get a book off the shelf. I think he's probably just reading the book he just bought.
So
Did I
Xander
see
fully
where
missed
Xander
all
went?
of the Army of the World and Gerard stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fully just out of it already. He's just gone.
Anyone else need anything? No? Good. I can get back to my game of solitaire.
Oh, I wish Xander was there for that. He likes he
Xander.
likes solitaire.
What did you say, Ryan?
Did I see where Xander went?
Roll me perception.
Yeah. 2 natural 3s. Plus 3.
Why did you have advantage? God, right.
Eyes
Yep.
of Eagle.
Yep. You were kind of focused on the book, then you looked around and Xander's just gone. Xander has either been kidnapped or wandered off, probably the second one.
Alright, I'll just start looking around then.
Alright.
For
Wait,
Xander.
for Xander, okay. I didn't know if you meant the book or for Xander.
I mean, passive perception might have been better. Just because I was probably asking questions actively, but oh well.
Yeah, but shush. I realized that after I asked for the roll, so I was like, I'm just gonna go with what I said. I'm committing.
The greatest objection in human history. Yeah, but shush.
Yeah, but you know what I say to that?
You have a t-shirt.
My
Fair.
my
You can't
favorite way to
argue
end
with
an
the
argument.
shirt.
My favorite way to end an argument is just no, lowercase with a period at the end.
I prefer okay lol.
Okay.
Ball.
No, that's why I laughed, because that's the...
Oh.
That's literally what it means, come on. Have
I
we gone so far in society that
Yes.
lol no longer means laughing out loud?
Yes.
It's a drowning
Yes.
person.
What?
It's lots of lycanthropes. Like lycanthropes? Like
Lycanthropes.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, Kami would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does!
Too bad he's not here anymore.
There you go.
Kami? Kami left? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh wait, right. Right, Kami isn't here anymore. Oh yes.
If I see someone drowning, I mean that might be my
Skill.
Spitting cat. Anyway. And that's why this is called ADHD&D, because we were already off topic.
Oh, right.
Anyone else?
I would like to look.
You all found what you need? Cool. Solitaire it is.
I'd like to go over to the back and try to see if I can find anything.
Okay. Roll me investigation. And in the meantime,
Alright.
Xander cannot hear me. Xander, can you hear me?
I can now.
Alright, cool. Question for you. Where would Xander normally go to read a book?
I was just thinking about that. You would probably find a nice, quiet corner and just kind of
I figured.
squish into the corner. Yeah.
Somehow I knew that would be the answer, but I wanted to make sure.
He's sitting on the ground in a corner somewhere.
Alright, what was your rule, Connie?
18.
Alright. What are you looking for specifically, just to make sure?
Anything in regards to the foundations of the kingdom or general histories associated with it?
Okay. Okay. You're able to find a book that like details some brief histories of some of the different nations and kingdoms within the Moonshae Isles. It kind of briefly talks about some of the like the origins of like how there first came a kingdom in the Omen Isles to begin with, how it was once a land with, like, you know, small tribes of ogres and orcs and stuff, and then eventually it was kind of colonized by, you know, what's the right word so I don't sound like I'm a colonial? Colonized by, you know, the white people. No, not that. Not that. That's why I'm trying to find the right phrasing. Also,
How
yeah,
about
Ryan
the races that did that?
It was kind of
Like the
colonized a bit by some people, like, from all over, some from Neverwinter, some from different countries and whatnot. Slowly, the whole area was kind of colonized, originally for resources, but then it kind of became its own thing, and then that gave rise to the House Bladehearth, which eventually became something you know quite well.
Right. Does it how deep does it go into House Bladehearth?
It kind of details the first few people from Blouse Hadehearth, apparently, because I can't English.
Me neither.
It kind of details the first few people in House Bladehearth and some of the people that, like, established it, but doesn't go too much into detail on them.
Okay. I would like to... Do I have... Hold on. It doesn't seem like I do, so I won't be doing that.
Oh, okay then. Roll me history.
Okay. Ooh. Unfortunately, that is not an attack roll. That is 24 in total.
Crit?
I would have just crit.
Ah.
I gotta stop doing that. It was a 19.
Really, you
specify.
do. Alright, 19, so 24?
24 in total.
Okay. Let me double check one thing, and then I will get back to you on that. What is everyone else doing?
Reading.
Reading, alright. Julie, after...
Looking for Xander.
Yeah, after a little bit, you're able to end up finding Xander. Like, it takes you a while. Like, at one point, you accidentally pass where Xander is because he's just kind of nestled in a corner.
I either found the way up to the roof or onto somewhere where I could basically peer out around the surrounding area, because that's...
Okay, so you're keeping watch?
Yeah.
Hey, Xander. Last time I was here, I found a book you might be interested in. I was looking for the biggest book, and I found a religious text about the One Above All. It was just really big book. I don't know. You seemed interested in the gods.
A thick boy.
It was a very thick boy, as they say.
It's a technical unit of measurement, you see. This is approximately 3 thick boys long. Or thick. Sorry, continue.
I don't know if I want to get into a book that I won't be able to finish.
Fair enough. I'm gonna keep looking for the biggest book. That might be the biggest, but I don't know.
Good luck.
Alright.
And I continued looking for the biggest book.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
$19.
Alright. This time you actually have, like, a good amount of time to kind of look through certain things. Like, to kind of be like... Because last time you were here kind of a bit more briefly, maybe a few hours. This time you have a bit longer, so... Oh no. Oh yeah. That cat has been spinning for a while. That poor cat. Anyway. There's just a cat on a record player in the middle of the library for some reason. No one knows why it's there. It's there.
Is there a spinny thing? Because Xander wants to spin on it.
No. Unfortunately.
Yes.
So you kind of check a good amount, and like you don't go through the full library because that's a lot. But so far, that was probably the thickest book you found the other day.
Cool.
I'm considering.
And despite what I think all of the other players might be interested to see, I'm gonna go back to the book I'm getting copied. See if I can find it where it was.
All right. You kind of keeping in mind where the book was, you go to look, and Luz, what are you doing?
I am wandering around, vaguely looking for, anything related to the same topic I keep asking you about.
Right.
I don't know how focused on that I'm gonna be. I'm probably more so just really getting into my head now,
Okay.
more so than I have been the past week or two.
All right. So you kind of bump into Luz at one point, who's just kind of very, almost out of it right now.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Gee, yeah.
Wonder who caused that.
You did that to yourself, mister.
No, I did not.
No, I think I partially caused all of this, and I've taken credit for it. You can't stop me. All right. It's all my fault. You're welcome. You check the area, Julie, that you had previously found this book in, and it does not seem to be there. But there's basically a little placeholder that says, taken out for copying purposes. But it still holds the place of the book so that they can easily just put it back once they have it finished.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the big book then.
Okay, you're gonna check the big book again. Okay.
I'm gonna write down whatever you give me.
What? Why? These things certainly don't have plot
Honestly, no reason.
None of what I say ever has plot significance.
I am ready to hear your soap table.
My what?
Your soap table. Every dam's got to have a table of just various soaps you can purchase, right?
I feel like I'm missing the joke here, and I'm very lost.
The other players encountered a soap table in my campaign.
Ah, okay.
Or
I was...
they went to a spa and I had to pull up a soap table.
Ah,
like,
I see. Okay. Give me one moment to check a few more things. Cutting back to Mr. Kami. I'm going to ask you about this because I don't know what you would prefer. Would you like me to tell you what I'm about to tell you in private or public?
Depends on what you're talking about. Well, does it really? Yeah, what are you about to talk about?
Something that could be interesting to you specifically?
Yeah, let's go to Whisper.
Okay.
Just...
You could have us just deafen, so you don't have to worry about the music.
That could also work. I'm going to deafen all of you.
No, just
I
let
deafen
him
myself
leave and we
first.
can... No!
Oh, you deafened, but they are not muted.
I deafened, but I didn't mute! Oh, no. Okay.
It's
So,
fine. You can stop talking.
Yeah. No, I muted him. So, you find, and this sticks out to you a bit, it kind of lists, as I said, some of the original founders of the House Bladehearth. What sticks out to you isn't your family obviously sticks out, but there's another family that also sticks out. The family Renfina, consisting of Darcassian, Semania, Cassandra, Marlson, and Nixaloff.
Could you repeat those names real quick?
Yes, I can.
So, it's house, what?
Family, not house.
Sorry, what's the family?
Family Ranfina.
Ranfina?
Wranfina.
Wranfia. Fina or FIA?
Fina.
Okay, good. And within this family,
The ones that it lists: Darkassan, the father of the family.
Mhm.
Semania, spelled with a Y. Cassandra. Marlson. And Nixloff.
Nixloff?
Nixoloff.
Nixoloff.
Nixoloff Ranfina.
They sound elvish, so I'm guessing they're elvish.
Yes. Do you know why this is relevant?
Because I'm assuming that's my mother's family. No?
Nope.
What does the book say about Ranfina?
Well, it doesn't go into too much detail. It mentions the fact that they died shortly after. Well, there was a fire, and they were all presumed dead. However, the reason this kind of sticks out to you is you've heard this name before. In recent memory. Very recent memory. You know one of these people. Nixloff Ranfina at your service.
Wait, that Nix
You don't know, but the name is...
is there.
It seems similar. You don't know if this is just like a past... like it's a name passed down, but...
It's familiar.
familiar.
Like your Nix, just to confirm. I
Nixloff Ranfina at your service. I don't know what you're inquiring about.
good point.
It seems to be perhaps his house, or family. You don't quite know,
Right.
but
Sorry, I'm getting
No.
confused because of what I know about Nix versus what Kami knows about Nix is. Yeah.
yeah. So that's kind of the only thing that really stuck out to you, besides the relevant stuff, the actual relevant stuff.
Right. Guess we can go. We can undeafen.
Yep.
Whether you're an experienced music teacher or new to the profession, Music First Elementary has everything.
Wow. He refuses to undeafen.
Music First
Okay, with everyone undeafened, I would like to go find Xander.
All right. You're able to find Xander. Takes a little bit of searching, but you're able to find him.
Hello.
Hi.
Two questions. Or, well, one question and one. And you'll see. You have paper on you that you can write on.
Yeah?
I need you to look at this real quickly.
Okay.
Right where it says this name, this elvish name. The family. It starts with Darkassan?
Darkassan.
Darkassan? See where
Okay.
it says Nixoloff. Nixoloff Ranfina.
Nixoloff, as in,
Nix.
like, Nix?
I mean, how many Nixoloffs do you know of?
Just the one.
Wait! I'm grabbing the sending stone out of my bag. We can contact him right now. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, Xander, do you know how to do the speaker thing again?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Show him.
Put your finger in the mouth hole.
Alright. Okay.
Look, I established that a long time ago. This has always been the way you do it.
Well,
It's
I
a
don't
what?
remember that.
It's not that I don't remember. I didn't remember, but Kami's not good with this. Oh,
He's back.
Kami's not good with this. Hello, it is. Hello, Kami. Yes, whatever. It is me. It's me. It's me.
I'm sorry, I can't come to the stone right now. Please call back another time. Nix.
Well,
I mean, what is this? Was it a book that he showed me,
Yeah,
or is it paper?
it's a book detailing some of the history of the Moonshae Isles.
Oh,
Is Nyx actually his daddy?
Of course.
no. Different
Nix is an
family.
elf.
How do I kick him? Hold on. I did it.
Well,
Deserved.
well, Kami, wherever he is a half elf, so.
And who's the father?
A human.
A human.
So Nyx is his mommy?
Please stop. Please stop.
I thought she was dead, but she's right here.
I've been watching over you the whole time, my son.
That would explain a lot.
See, I'm actually transgender.
That's the reason why Nix was always there to save him when they got in trouble.
Just immediately appears, hello, I'm here to help. Because
Because wasn't
secretly
Nix
I'm
the
your
one that
mother or
saved him?
something.
Wasn't Nix
carried
the one
you
that
for
saved him
9
after the
months.
werecrow
Yes.
thing?
No, Nixus saved Kami's life on a multitude of
Few times.
occasions. When Kami was being a dumbass. Well, I guess we could call later.
Yeah. I mean, what does it say about him?
It says that they were family on the Isles, and that they were all presumed dead after a house fire. Though, I mean, if this is Onyx, then they didn't all die.
Oh shit.
Though that is concerning that an elvish family's home was burned to the ground, and that seems too close to home to current events, doesn't it?
Nix the
How
arse-
recently?
Here, let me check the book again. How recently was it?
Recently? Nearing 1,000 years at this point.
1,000 years. Or, well, almost.
Do elves even live that long? How old do elves live to be?
I don't know, you're the elf.
No, Xander hasn't thought about that yet. This might
Nope.
be the time that he realizes it.
Well, here, let me think about. So elves, they live. Can I make a history check?
Yeah, go
Or
ahead.
something like that? If I'm not mistaken, let me pull up my sheet. That's just easier. That is a 18.
18. Alright. You know
Like
that,
Xander.
Like 18 like Xander. You know that they do get pretty old, but like, given what like Nyx looks on the younger side, especially for an elf.
Mhm.
So, for this to maybe be the same person, Nyx would have to be really old. And
Well,
maybe he has
Xander
like
just
great
asking-
makeup or something, but
Xander just asking about how old elves get in general.
I'm currently trying to pull
Uh,
that up, which is why. So, give me a second. I can
well,
figure
let's.
it out.
So, well, Nyx would be rather old now. He'd be on the up ends.
Hello? Is everyone still alive?
Yeah, I thought you were pulling it
Yeah.
up.
I'm trying, but my thing isn't loading. And for a second I thought, like, oh god, is everything broken?
Uh,
Yeah, okay. Finally, it pulled up. Yeah. They can live well over 700 years. But, like... They normally max out around, you know... Like... 1,000 or so? Like, there have been some that have been known to live longer, but... Yeah.
I mean, elves tend to. They tend to average around 700, 800 years. It's not terribly uncommon for 1,000, and there have been cases beyond that. But I mean, that would be quite a feat. I mean, quite a coincidence. Our Nyx is this same one, but it's very possible. Are you okay, Xander?
Yeah. A 1,000 years is a really long time.
It is a long time, yeah. It's a lot of time.
Why you gotta do this to me, Tom?
Me?
Yeah, I just saw the quotes channel.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm sitting here like I haven't done anything. I'm just sitting here barely existing. What did I do?
Wait. Is that news to you?
I mean, you know where I'm from, right? What's common
Right.
knowledge here is that I guess I just
Yes.
hadn't
you're-
thought about.
Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't just stick out to you. Well, I mean, hardly matters now, I suppose. We've got. I mean, we're in a library. We've got a task ahead of us within the next 10 days. So, you know.
Is that all you were trying to show me?
Oh, yes. I thought that, yeah. Yep. So, I'll leave you to your studies.
Yeah.
And I shall stroll away.
You casually stroll away with new information that you're not quite sure how to process.
Yeah.
And what the
I may
implications
regret
of it
this.
What might be, yeah.
I think this is enough to kind of.
A lot has
I feel
happened
like
to you in the last
This is a very
within today.
bad time for it, but I think he's really, really close, if not at a panic attack stage.
I mean, yeah, no, I could see why. I mean, given, you know, what happened with Jack and then what you're just now learning.
And the whole conversation with Luz, and that's a lot
Yeah.
right now. He is.
Oh,
Oh boy.
the conversation with Luz isn't putting Luz in that kind of.
Yeah, but your
Yeah,
panic
but-
attacks don't potentially have the potential of, like, you know, fireball.
In a library.
In a library. Or
In a
potted
library.
plant in a library.
That has ages of history within it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh. We haven't had these in a while. Say it.
No, I'm thinking something different.
Oh. No, no, Ryan. No, Lacey. No.
Yes! I
No,
do
no,
know
no,
what
no.
that means.
I don't.
You were there,
Sure.
weren't you?
Morgan wasn't.
I don't remember.
Ah.
It was one of my first shows, so I don't think Morgan would remember.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't.
So, Morgan,
Yes.
what are your rules for the panic attack again?
I think it was in general, I had like the trigger list. If
Right.
one of the
that's what it
things
was,
on the trigger
yeah.
list happened, I would roll for a panic attack, and if I had a panic attack, I would roll for a wild magic surge.
Right. Can you roll?
And
at
Luz called you
disadvantage-
son earlier.
Can you roll at disadvantage real quick for a panic attack?
Oh. That one missed. I had a 13 and a 15. He's kind of holding himself together, I guess.
All right. You are barely holding yourself together, but you are holding yourself together. Not by much,
It's
though.
time to shove these feelings into the deepest, darkest part of my mind. Let's
Did
just
panic
forget that
attack
even
have, like,
happened.
The con save modifier with it? Or, sorry, the wisdom save modifier?
It could. That would make it less fun.
Yeah. More
Good
fun to
point.
just roll a d20.
I wanted to have panic attacks. Speaking of, I probably should have rolled earlier when Liz was yelling about the guns, but I think
You were
justification for
focused on
that would
other
be
things.
he was focused on Jack.
All right.
Most of
so-
the part where I was yelling about the guns was me as a player, not me as Luz.
So, cutting to the other one of the other people. Julie, you said you were going for the thickest book.
Going back to the biggest book, yeah.
The thickest.
And you're
of
having
boys.
a breakdown in one corner, and Julie's also just,
Julie's
chilling.
just reading the thickest of books.
The biggest book always has to have the best knowledge. That's just how the libraries work, you know?
Don't know if that's true. I've read plenty of boring books that are long.
They're full of a lot of knowledge, though.
No, it really didn't. feel
Not
like
necessarily.
I've been in the
Lots of
middle
words,
trying to read
not a
world's
lot of
longest
knowledge.
novel, and it gets pretty boring.
All right.
To quote a famous statesman, I've learned the ability, or to paraphrase, I've learned the ability to say a lot of words and say nothing with them.
Where are you opening to? Just anywhere?
Just a random page.
I'm pulling out the d20 for this.
Like, I don't even
Listen,
care if there's
James,
a
I
table of
don't know if you
contents in
noticed-
this.
James, I don't know if you noticed, or I put a picture of what Xander looks like. The clothes are not exact, but the hair is the main thing.
And so, Julie, do you want this private or do you not care?
Oh, I don't care.
And so the one above all decided a mere one plane was not enough. For where would creatures of fire and air reside? Within the material plane, they had no place. So, was birthed 6 new planes, with a 7th to keep them contained. Thus were born the planes of fire, air, water, and earth. As were the Feywild, the ethereal plane, and the Shadowfell. The one above all, however, was not satisfied. For what of the heavens and the hells? They did not exist. So, the one above all decided to create them. Now exists many planes, both inner and outer, for all to experience and enjoy. That's it.
This book is giving me Bible vibes.
Gee, you're telling me a religious text for a
In the
god
beginning,
called the
God
One Above
created
All
the heavens and the earth.
gives you religious Bible vibes? Gee willikers, I wonder why.
There's one verse in particular comes to mind.
Genesis 1:1.
Yes. Also, John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
So,
So, out of curiosity, was it this that I just saw in the book?
it did not have a list of things. Although it did mention some of these things, it did not list them. But yes,
Okay.
it is possible this is what it referenced. Anyway. So-
Wow.
Wow. So, with that, Harmon, what are you doing?
I'm up on the roof.
Right. And you're just keeping an eye out for shifty figures?
Yeah, and I'm looking for the one I saw stepping through shadows. Keep an eye out for him.
Question, how did you get on the roof?
Either
Went outside
scaled
and scaled the
wall
building.
or I went out one of the top floor windows if they open.
Yeah, because that's not going to get the guards called on you. Alright. Just...
Do you know
roll
this man?
me
Nope.
roll me acrobatics real quick to see if you actually get on the roof.
Okay, that plus what was it? Acrobatics, you said that's plus 3. 21.
Okay. You're able to get up to the roof pretty easily, although there's no easy to access ladder or anything. You're pretty good at getting up to places like this, so go ahead and give me perception to try and keep an eye out.
15 plus perception. Where's perception? 16 total.
Alright. You kind of keep an eye out for the person you saw earlier. You don't see them.
Okay.
And you don't see too much shifty happening around. But you keep an eye out.
Except for you, of course.
Yeah, of course. Mr. Batman over here. Just, I
Just perched on the roof.
am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Harmond.
All in
You're
broad
cut out
daylight.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, basically. And that's my audition for Batman. Hollywood, you're welcome. That was definitely not my audition for Batman. If I tried, I would do way better. Or at least try harder. So,
You just have
That-
to wait for 2035 and it's public domain.
I'm already waiting, don't you worry. I'm gonna make my own Batman. Except it'll have to be the really not good Batman from.
With blackjack and
Yeah. It's...
Blackjack.
Look, we don't talk about OG Batman that uses guns, okay?
I know nothing about Batman.
Well, know that guns are the weapon of the enemy, except whenever they're the guns of Batman.
I also now have a triple monitor, by the way.
Cool. Same. Anyway.
I have laptop.
Same.
I don't have enough HDMI ports.
Haha. Anyone else doing anything?
Sitting in a corner trying not to have a panic attack.
Okay. Go ahead and give me one more roll for panic attack.
Sweet. With disadvantage or no?
You are just desperate for it to happen, aren't you?
I do. I think
Me
it'd be
or
fun.
her?
Both.
Both.
Look.
Word.
It's
Disadvantage
been
or
a
no?
lot, which is why I'm making you roll, because since you technically should have rolled earlier, I'm retroactively making one more now. Yeah, sure, let's throw in the disadvantage. Since apparently you're eager for disadvantage.
Shit! I got 12 and a 19.
Oh no!
Panic attack doesn't mean wild magic surge. It just makes an opportunity for it to happen.
Panic attacks
Why
are
don't you
even
just like start casting first level spells?
I don't want to have. Xander doesn't want to have a
Xander doesn't want it,
wild magic surge.
Morgan wants
I
it.
do as a player. I have an entire list of different triggers, and depending on what the trigger is, some of them are more likely to. So, like, there's one that's like if I roll a 5, it's a panic attack. Whereas some of the other ones are like I have to roll a nat 1 to get it.
So, Morgan, I'm going to have to ask you a question now. Because we're going to need to do some math for this one.
Okay.
'Cause so far, what's happened is a reminder of Xander's life at home, correct? Being called boy by Luz.
Son.
Sorry, son. Seeing someone in the same scenario that you were once in. Potential betrayal from a friend, or something along those lines. You're not quite sure with Nyx, but something maybe like that. You're not sure. The thought that you are going to be living for a lot longer than everyone else, and Ray's around somewhere. What is all that total?
I mean,
to?
at this point, I don't really care if it's a roar, and I'm pretty confident saying like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen no matter what. Like,
If you're okay with it, I'll say go ahead and roll wild magic, but roll 2 d20s.
2.
Yeah, 2. You heard me.
It's a 7 and a 16.
Just to clarify, before this happens,
Yeah.
when is this happening in terms of Kami walking away?
This is probably happening as you're walking away.
Alright.
He was starting to feel it as you were talking. That's why he was like, "Is that all?" He was like, trying to get Kami to go away so he could panic
Yep.
attack in peace.
Can you repeat those numbers for me?
7 and 16. No, it shouldn't be too high. You just out of so.
So.
You're cutting out.
I know. Okay, so
Oh no.
Xander, you're freaking out at this point, right? Pretty safe to say.
Uh-huh.
You're not quite in full control of what's happening with you. You are very freaked out. You feel the kind of the panic and the anxiety and everything start to kind of build up within you as it starts to burn and build up. And at a certain point, it feels like you just need to release it.
Oh no.
As an explosion occurs. Centered on you. Woo! Third level fireball, baby!
Was it the fireball?
Could I do? Have I told you what my plan was if I ever
Yes.
felt the fireball coming?
Yeah.
Can I try that?
But that was if there was someone else there. You don't really have much.
It doesn't matter. I'm in a
Books!
library.
Tommy's still around.
Kami's
Also,
around,
I'm in the
books
building.
are around, building. There's plenty of reasons why I could see. But here's the question.
Xander's in a corner. That's not good for structural stability.
Here's a question, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Is Xander cognizant enough of this? Having a panic attack?
If he feels it about to explode, he's probably going to try to contain it.
Even during the panic attack? That's why I'm asking for clarification. If you think so, I'll allow it.
Diarrhea.
I
But-
think in the split second that he realizes, because he knows what a magic surge feels like,
Right.
I think that would snap him out of it enough to be in the moment and know what's happening.
Okay.
I mean, not know exactly what's happening, but
Okay. Let me double check one more thing before we get into this, because this could be
Really
Well,
bad.
yeah, this could be bad for you guys.
hmm
There goes your invite to the banquet. You burned down the Millennium Library.
Oh, there goes that idea.
I do gotta say, the thing that I did talk about, and that hopefully happens, would have to be bending the rules for it to happen. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm checking a few different things to make sure.
Would be interesting.
You know, magic can put out fires.
Yeah, but can it save the
Not the kind of
books?
magic Xander has.
Hmm. I'm going to roll 3 fate dice to see what is about to happen.
It's not diarrhea. Stop.
It's really not. It's a fireball.
You don't even, it's
Which,
not
if-
even spelled
If your
right.
diarrhea is like a fireball, go to the doctor.
Then it's called explosive diarrhea.
If your diarrhea is like a fireball, you need to tone it back on like the ghost peppers and stuff.
And the Taco Bell.
Yeah, the Taco Bell.
All right. So, Morgan, Xander, my friend, you feel this diarrhea building up within you. Apparently, according to
It's
other
not
minds.
diarrhea.
You feel these emotions overwhelming. Everything is happening today. A lot is going on.
hmm
And right before it happens, you feel it come. What did he just? saw
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
fucking
sorry.
diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Even better. All right. You feel the magic about to release. You try your best to contain it. I need you to roll me a d20. Just one.
I don't know if it's good or bad if it's high, but I'm really hoping that it goes where it needs to. It's a 12. It's kind of in the middle.
Okay. You, in that split second, you are able to concentrate as best as you can without being really prepared for this, and you are able to contain some of the blast. Not all, but some. Kami, behind you, as you're walking away, kind of reeling from what you may have just learned and everything that's going on, who the hell put on Ring of Fire?
Oh my god.
I don't know what to do because that's copyrighted and I don't want to get.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Alright, thank you. The only reason I'm saying no is because it's copyrighted, but totally. I love. Hold on, let me check something. Cause that's...
It was an attempt to be funny.
No, I love it. And that's why I'm checking if you have inspiration yet. You don't. You have inspiration.
Also, I know a way to
wait,
fix this,
wait.
but I'm not there.
Wait,
No, you
wait,
don't.
I have inspiration. Can I re-roll that die?
You've literally been wanting a fireball to happen, and you're gonna.
I know. No. I'm not re-rolling getting the fireball. I'm re-rolling the one he had me roll for the 12. It's not the fireball. It's something else.
Yeah, it is. I'll allow it.
Please, for the love of God, be better than 12. That's a 16.
Okay.
Do I add
That is
anything
better
to
than
it?
12.
You add nothing.
Okay,
Apparently you
it's a
need some
16 though.
tums, All right.
The 16 was with the Tums.
Xander, you're nestled within a corner, right? To
Mhm.
clarify, like, I believe you said between some bookshelves in a corner?
I didn't. I just said I just said I found a corner that was fairly quiet.
Okay.
Just a quiet private corner.
Okay. So, Kami, as you're
And it was
walking
so-
away with this realization of everything, you start to hear a small sizzle. For a moment, you look back, and you just catch this glimpse of Xander burning on fire. And then, it almost seems as if some of that fire is let out, as a small explosion occurs. Most of you feel this. Like, Harmon's probably the only one that doesn't, being on the roof.
The
Lose.
domestic terrorism has just occurred.
Luz and Julie, you guys feel like the explosion kind of rock the floor a little. Kami, you turn and you see just a hole in the side of the building where Xander once was, with no Xander to be seen.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything... Is there anything on fire?
Yeah, quite a few things. You know,
Okay, time to
the
start...
fires seem to seep out about 4 to 5 feet.
Yeah, let's start putting out fires.
Alright, you immediately start putting out fires as best as you can. The rest of you kind of start rushing over to try and figure out what happened.
I take off my cloak to use it as a smothering
The
tool.
Cloak of Many Fashions?
I retract my statement.
I mean, if you want to, but, I don't know how that's going to damage it.
Yeah,
Lose a
I
limb
don't
is-
want to lose that.
Lose a
ability.
Lindu is coat for that. I mean, it's a piece of shit anyway. So
Not anymore.
Oh wait, no. I will use
it
my
didn't get fixed, I
bedroll.
don't think.
I can buy another one. I'll use my bedroll to smother the fires.
Alright, you immediately pull out your bedroll, just like, this is good enough! Start trying to pat down the fire. Roll me survival. This feels like a good survival roll.
This does feel like a good survival
Can I
roll.
see Xander fly out the building?
You feel the building shake a bit. You aren't anywhere nearby to see Xander. You don't know what's happened.
17 in total.
17 in total. Alright. You start immediately trying to put out some of the fire. As the rest of you guys start arriving, you're already well on your way to putting it out, but it has started to catch some other things.
Water skin, bedroll.
Just combine the
Coat
two?
if needed.
Just water skinned bedroll!
Or water skin on like any books or whatever, and then
Okay.
bedroll anything that I can bedroll.
So
It's
as you
better than
guys,
fire.
It's better than fire.
as you guys are all kind of rushing over, the dwarven man who was at the desk playing solitaire also comes over like, what happened? Why is there a hole in the building? What? Oh, shoot. He like starts trying to put out the fire as best he can as well.
I'm gonna get blamed for this.
Yeah, possibly.
Ugh.
I don't know what you're talking about, Brian. Xander isn't there. So, you all start trying to put out the fire, just pat it out. And a few books do get lost. But for the most part, you're able to save what would have been a very bad thing. If the entire library burned down, a few books isn't that bad.
I would like
Yeah.
to
White
We're gonna
House.
try and mend the
once. No, not that.
I don't think
I would.
I don't think he has anything.
I would like to, once I have the ability to not worry about the fires for a second, I would like to peek my head out, or I would like to go where Xander was, and also peek my head outside the library.
All right, you kind of, the fire is mostly out. Your comrades are taking care of the rest of what little smolders are left. The dwarf is trying to now, like, he's kind of panicking, trying to figure out how to save the now waterlogged and also burned and charred books. Like, he pulls out a sending stone, starts trying to call people. You kind of look where Xander was, and no one's there. You look around, trying to see, did Xander, like, disappear? What happened? No one.
Xander's invisible.
No one is around.
Detect life would be useful right now.
Yeah, it would.
I don't have magic.
I don't have magic either.
So, would you guys like to call it a session there?
No.
That would
I
say
mean, it's a great cliffhanger.
Oh,
It's a great cliffhanger, ain't it?
No, because when are we gonna have time for another session?
don't
I
worry
did
about
not
it.
survive the semester with this hanging over my head.
Sure you
Next
can.
week.
It's motivation.
No.
Morgan, if you would like, I can do a small post session with you.
Okay.
So, I think without further ado, that will be our session tonight. Hope you enjoyed.
I did.
We shall hope. Yes, transdimensional diarrhea. Great.
Just
I don't-
trying
I
something.
think we have a good episode title on our hands,
Yep.
as lots of things happened today. And we shall see where they all take us next time on ADHD&D. Good night!